Good evening, comrades. Kouldbayne's stream is about to commence. Please remain seated for takeoff. Enjoy.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here on screen. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I'll get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now. Swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as I see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it all, you got one life to fall. Thinking big, never small, cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a hand out, I already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it 5 grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now.
What's going on, comrades, and welcome to another exciting episode of Gunpla Hangar, where tonight we are building the RX-78AL Atlas Gundam. This is the HG Universal Century line of, well, this is actually HG GT, Gundam Thunderbolt. Guys, this is one of my first Thunderbolt kits, and I'm super excited to build it, but let's see what we got going on here. Lots of runners, lots of stickers. The runners are off to my side. You won't be able to see those too well, but let's go ahead and say hello to everybody out there right now that we've got here with us. We've got Bree. By the way, I am streaming in 2 locations today, so you can catch me on here or on Twitch, whichever you prefer. It's all good. We got Bree in the chat. We got Dre. We got Duffman in the house. Where's my Duffman square? There it is. And of course, we've got all of you amazing people here. Duff starting up a dab party tonight. Let's go. Thank you so much, Duff. Alan's in the chat. How's it going, Alan? We got Dre in the house as well. We got Michael Reed. How's it going? Welcome to the stream, ladies and gents. Guys, we are working on building the Atlas Gundam. This is my first from the Thunderbolt line. Again, like I've said, this is going to be a lot of fun for me just because I love kits. Now, the only thing that I do not look forward to ever touching are these. These are just stickers, but the clear stickers always mess with me a little bit. So, yeah. There we go. Emily is now following me on Twitch. Thank you, Emily. By the way, I'm going to look over here. It looks like I got a comment. Oh, that's fun. Someone said, is your thumbnail AI, dude? Ugh. Dave, how's it going? Married with Gaming is now following me over on Twitch as well, guys. I'm testing out Twitch. Hey, how's it going, guys? Hope y'all are doing well. Can y'all hear me pretty well? Everything looking good? Good to see y'all here tonight. I am using Twitch as well. We're dual streaming tonight, testing out my StreamYard setup here for dual streaming. I wanted to see how well Gunpla would do over there on Twitch. One second, guys. Just letting people know that, hey, if you're going to be negative, I'm just going to see it as you interacting with my content. It doesn't bother me. It's not going to bother me. Everybody saying hey to everybody. Hey, I appreciate you, Emily. I appreciate you. But we're going to get started on building this kit, guys. I just had to leave a response to a negative comment. I'm genuinely, I don't ever say anything negative back. It is what it is. Thank you, Dave, for following me over on Twitch as well. This is going to be kind of a once-a-month thing for those of you on Twitch that may be asking questions about this. I am not normally on Twitch. I'm on YouTube, but I wanted to give this a try and see how well this worked out. So right now, they got us starting off with building the chest of this Gundam. This Gundam, of course, is one of my one of the more wackier designs that I've seen for a suit. I have not seen much of the Thunderbolt line of manga or I think there was an anime in there as well, but I haven't seen any of that. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your lurk there, Married with Gaming. I hope y'all are doing well. I am testing the waters with Twitch. I'm in no way looking to move over to Twitch fully. Just because I tell everybody, you know, I cut my teeth on YouTube. I started off on YouTube. I'm not 100% certain with YouTube's behavior some days, but at the same time, this is my home, and Twitch is just a good way for me to kind of test the water, see how everything's going, just to make sure everything's behaving itself, and to see it gives me a backup in case something happens. By the way, we're up to 8 likes so far. Thank you so much to those of you that are liking on YouTube. For all of my Twitch people out there, thank you so much for coming out and just checking this out tonight. I appreciate it. Again, if you want to catch me live most of the time, you can catch me over on YouTube. That's where I tend to roam. Just because I had better success setting up with YouTube, I thought about going over to Twitch when I first got really heavy into streaming. But I had so many issues getting like OBS to behave for me, so I didn't want to like have to keep creating streams every time it shut down, because I honestly am not comfortable with that. I prefer to have my stuff done at once are done all in one stream. So like if this goes down on YouTube, I can just kind of bounce right back to it. All right, so we are working on building. I think I got that upside down. I do. I'm glad I looked. There we go. We've got, that is an interesting head design there. Okay, so we want to have this so that the kind of chunky end goes where? Okay, how does that go? I'll get a look and see how that goes. Ah, okay. It's going to go kind of like that. Jen should be in here shortly, guys. She had to get she just got settled in from work and just got finished eating supper. So, yeah, it's definitely, Michael. This was one of the ones that's been sitting on my backlog for a while. Like, I've been looking into it for a while. Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong here. We need to take the point, the kind of, as you can see here, or if you can see here, I'm trying to, as you can see right there, that little edge right there that kind of pops up, we need to get that in here, like that. And then we're going to repeat that process over on this side. And do that right there. All right, now we need we need both D1 and D2 runners, because this is going to require the same part that it's the number 4 part. And we are actually building, this kit's got an interesting build on it so far. I don't know how I feel about it just yet, but we'll cross that bridge here soon. That's awesome, Duff. That sounds like a lot of fun, man. That sounds like a lot of fun. It's always good getting to spend time with the family. By the way, for all of you mothers out there, happy Mother's Day to you all. I know we got Bree in the chat, and she's one of our resident moms of the group. So thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day to y'all. I hope y'all had a wonderful day. I hope you got all of the love and support that you wanted from your family. That's always good. All right. So we're going to continue on with the build here. And I've got to get these pieces lined up just right. By the way, guys, I fixed the vibration with the air conditioner. Come to find out, though, so it's a window unit. And the window unit's it was sitting, so like I have 2 windows here I have a storm window and I have a regular window. I had set it up in the storm window area. And Duff says, I ain't get shit. I love you, Duff. Well, happy Mother's Day to you too, my friend. But I had it sitting in one of the windows, and it was just, that was what was causing a lot of that vibration. So we pulled it forward. I've got it secured a little better now. I've got to put some panels up to kind of help with the air leaks and stuff, to help kind of cover up some of the gaps that may not get covered up well. We've got it. I secured it with some tape to kind of help seal it off a little bit. All right, so now I need to get the A1 and A2 runners. So this is where we're going to first start seeing some of that white that's on this kit. Kenneth Bird, how's it going? Welcome to the stream tonight. Thank you for being here. Guys, in about a week and in a week and a day, I will be over on I'll be hanging out on the Monkey Lizard Hangout with our good friend of the community, Salacious Rum. Shooting the breeze about all things nerdy. So I'm super excited for that. See if I got a follow-up response from that comment. Nope, never did. Good. Wonderful. I love when people try to get to you with negative comments about what you do. I do use AI. So I'll be honest, guys. I do use AI for my Michael, would you like to join us tonight? You're working on Char's Zaku? All right, Michael, let me copy this. Let's go over to Instagram, and I'll shoot you a link. Wait, no, never mind, Michael. You don't. I'll put up the link real quick. So for those of you that would like to join, let's do this. There we go. There you go, Michael. There's the link right there if you'd like to join me as well tonight. This is kind of a work of art. I'm digging this. But it's always funny when people get on here and start commenting things about what the way you do your things on your channel. I do things and I don't have an opinion. I don't mind if you have an opinion about it. In all honesty, if you don't like me using AI art, then understand that I'm not an artist. I don't draw. I don't do anything on my own. I can't draw. I've never had artistic skills, but hey, at least I'm not out there claiming that as my, at least I'm not trying to say, hey, I drew that myself. No, I let my program handle that. I've got friends that are artists, and I've talked with them about it, and I've told them, hey, I use AI for my thumbnails, and I've had my friend Tracy, Magical Nico Notes, offer to do some art for me. And as much as I appreciate that, I'm kind of in the vein where I don't want to be a burden on my artist friends. I don't want to not pay them for their work, and I just can't afford to pay somebody to help me make thumbnails, make them look a little sharper. So what I do is I use a program that I've paid a one-time license fee on, and I give it the prompts and all that, let it do its work, and it works. It works for things that I can't. Like if it's a first-person game, I want to have that character in there because I personally like to see a character in a thumbnail. I tested that one out because the video wasn't really getting a lot of traction, so I wanted to try that out with that. This is my latest Five Nights at Freddy's video, by the way. All right, I gotta look at this because I think I did that right. Ooh, I gotta put stickers on. Glad I looked. I need 6 and 1 for back here. Let's see, where does 1 go? 1 goes, I gotta look at the way this is done. So it's going to go like that, around that. Okay, I gotta be very careful with that. There we go. And then that's going to kind of fold, if I'm looking at this right, around a little bit. I didn't get it on cleanly, but that's okay. It's perfectly fine. I've been needing this for a while, guys, and I'll tell you why. Lately, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I've been a little stressed out lately during my streams. It happens. I get extremely overwhelmed with things. I deal with my anxiety and depression a little differently. So, and thank y'all so much for 10 likes so far on the old YouTubes. I appreciate it. But I've been dealing with mine a little bit differently. I don't talk about it a lot. I really don't, and that's just always been me. I've never been one to talk about my personal issues. I use Gunpla as a good way for me to kind of clear my head. I haven't worked on a kit lately just because I've been so busy with everything else. But I'll say this, guys. If you watch my last Fortnite stream, I've been just very frustrated and very irritated lately, and it's just nothing more than just everyday life. Nothing serious. I've just been overwhelmed with things. I'm working on that house, and it's been a slow process, which is just kind of eating up a lot of my time. And I'm just ready to have it done. And we couldn't really work on it this weekend because there's not a whole lot we could do. And that's kind of frustrating, but I mean, That's the problem with working on a house. Sometimes there are days where you can really get in there and just knock out a whole bunch of stuff, and then there are days like yesterday where it was like we went to start working on it and we realized we just couldn't get what we wanted done. Oh, there we go. We got Michael Reed in the house. Hey, Michael, welcome to the hangar.
G'day, Aaron. How are you?
Doing good, man. Doing good. This
You
is
hear me all right?
hear you good. Hear you good, man.
Yeah, that's cool. There might be a little bit of a hum in the background. I'm nearly 7 days into having the flu and
Oof.
being at home off work and not doing anything except for building Gundam.
Hey, I hear you, man. It's rough around here too. We've seen a lot of flu cases at the office I work at.
Yeah. We're changing into the cooler season, so
Yeah, that's right.
I think maybe I just got, caught out, got a chill, and that just escalated from there. But
No, yeah.
every day I keep my fingers crossed I'm going to wake up feeling better. And I was meant to go back to work today, and it just wasn't happening when I woke up this morning. I just went, nah. So I've got a very understanding boss anyway, so that's a good thing. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
See that's what I love, man, is my boss he's super relaxed, super
Yeah.
I work for a great company. Let's just put it that way. They take real good care of their staff, and he knows when I'm sick that it's obviously something because I don't normally
Yeah.
I don't normally call out, but
I'm like you then. I rarely,
yeah.
I've got like 5 weeks holiday leave sitting there at the moment and stuff like that. I don't even take holidays. I just go to work and get things done and come
Yeah.
home, and that's how I am too. So I'm glad that there's still bosses that recognise great work ethic, so to speak. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm as I said, I was building. I saw that kit in the store
Yeah.
that you're building, but yeah, that's the one I'm doing, Aaron. The Origin one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love those Origin kits, man. They are so clean.
So but do you want to see what I've built this week?
I I happened to lurk. I think it was either yesterday or day before
Yeah.
yesterday, and I
Well,
saw that Cat was live.
Yeah, I
And
did 7 hours with her and then 5
yeah.
yesterday or something. But here, I built this week.
Oh, the Gian. Nice.
I like that. It's a
Yeah.
nice kit. Did my panel lining, of course.
Yeah.
And so that was the first one I built in my delirium, and so I haven't been knocking them out fast, but because I've been home for like 7 days, I've
Yeah.
been able to build. So I did that, and I already had this version, so I got that cheap.
Yeah.
So I built that one. That's really plain and boring.
It's still a nice kit though. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's a nice kit. It's a nice kit, and I just finished this guy, which I really like. Hang on, let me. Oh no, there is another one.
Oh, the
to show you.
Camphor. The Camphor. Is that the
Yeah,
MG or is that the HG? I'm trying to.
This is the HG one.
All right, nice. Yeah.
It does come with a couple of like cool. See,
Yeah.
I don't mind the ones with a few decals, but
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't like this one then.
I've got this for this one that I'm doing now, and it's all white, like striping and
Yeah.
stuff.
So those Origin kits do come with a lot of extra like decals and stuff to make it pop a little more.
Well, see, here's the thing. I did do one this week, but
Yeah.
it took me like two days, and this is the last kit that I. But I did this Saku, and it's got
Oh,
all the
man.
white numbering and all of that on it.
That another Origin kit?
Yeah, this one's
Yeah, I
an
was about to say with the
Origin,
white numbering, that would almost give it away that it's part of the Origin family.
but like it's got like pretty tiny little decals as well, and
Yeah.
on the back of the legs and all sorts of stuff. So like there's little ones here and on the jet packs. But I actually brought 2 of these, so I'm going to be able to have like number. And I thought I'd display them that way, maybe behind this guy whether I'm working on now. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm already thinking about a ways to display them as well
Yeah.
as I'm
Exactly.
building. The only thing is I haven't created a spot to display them yet, but it's happening. So
I will say action bases are a ton of fun for those.
yeah, I
You can get the cheap ones from like Amazon or another company like that.
yeah, I did get some,
Nice.
but the plastic it has like little screws,
Yeah.
and I was snapping like a shaft together, and the shaft just broke apart.
Oh.
And I used one prior to that, the one I did prior to that, actually, when I tightened the screw, it just disintegrated. So, and I wasn't over tightening it or anything. I'd only just got a little bit of grip, and then all of a sudden it just went crack.
Yeah, I've
And I
had
went,
that happen. It depends on what action bases you get. If you get the Bandai ones, sometimes they can be
yeah.
a little finicky. But
Um,
they're usually Bandai stands by their work. But
well,
I've run into issues before.
I do have a Bandai Action Base 4, the one
Yeah.
with the 3, because I brought one of
Amen,
those
Duff.
big.
Amen. Hey, Messiah.
I brought one of the vehicles I showed you when I came on previously,
Yeah.
and I thought, well, I'll display that with I have 2 of those figures, so one on the vehicle, one sort of I'll be able to pose in front of it on the ground maybe.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I've been looking at some stuff you can buy on Temu, and mainly I tend to use AliExpress more than Temu myself
Yeah.
personally. But I think AliExpress sort of is a lot quicker here to this country as well.
Yeah.
Like shipping and that, some things I buy I get in less than a week. It's amazing. So
That's not bad.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's got to be some benefit living that close to China, doesn't there? Really. We don't get it with the Hasbro toys, but we get it with some other stuff. Yeah, I'll put
Yeah.
it that way. Um, anyway, so but I brought like just some like
Appreciate you
random
lurking, Messiah.
what do you
Hey,
call it?
Dre.
Banners from the show,
Yeah.
like from Gunpla, and they're all like Xeon flags and stuff.
Yeah.
But they had that sort of let's say World War II sort of bad guy vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I brought them to actually give to the guy. They only cost me like $1.40 Australian, so
That's
like
not bad.
70 cents like US for like a
Yeah.
banner that was like um uh, I can't think of it in inches. It's 60 by 90 centimeters
I
anyway.
got you. I'm tracking.
So yeah, so it's quite large. Anyway,
That's almost like 2 feet. You said 60 by 90.
yeah.
Almost
So
two by three.
I gave all 3 of them, and I just went,
Yeah.
here, mate, put these on your wall above your Gundams here at the shop, and just give it a little bit more, because his shop's called Gundam Plus, where I go.
Ooh.
And he was probably one of the first people in Australia to just specialize in Gundam.
Yeah.
So this guy's kind of brought the hobby to Australia.
That's awesome, man. Because
Yeah.
like
So
you don't see this hobby spreading out much past like Southeast Asia and parts of the U.S. And
well, I mean, yeah.
it's so
We,
it's so rare, man. Like we don't. And
uh,
it's funny. Like before COVID, before COVID, it
oh
was
yeah.
like nobody, everybody I talked to, nobody was like, I know Gundam, I love Gundam, and it was like,
Really?
I was like, yeah, I would get like 1 or 2 people, I'd get like a handful of people that were like Gundam builders in my community, and now it's like a lot of people I've seen a lot of people picking it up, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah. Well,
I even see some of the people in our community here who have started picking it up, and it made me feel good about it.
I was a little bit taken back when I noticed that they were stocking the Bandai Star Wars kits in our version of GameStop.
Huh?
But I walked in there one day to see if any, because I collect Black Series,
Yeah.
and I went in there to see if there's any new Black Series. And behind the cash register, there was 2 Gundams. And I was like, what?
Nice.
You guys are selling Gundams now? Because they're Australia wide, and if they start selling them, well, then the hobby might take off here.
Yeah.
But it's already pretty big here. We have one of our biggest things here in Australia is international students from Asia.
Yeah.
So they bring the hobby here as well. And there's been a guy in the city that has like it's actually right near Chinatown too, and it's been there for decades, and I mean decades. It's like an anime shop, manga kind of anime shop. He always had something Gundam related there, and he started bringing the kits in. And I used to see him there, but I knew nothing about the hobby back then. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know anything about the anime. You know what I mean? Like, so I just didn't bother to try and buy any. But yeah, I mean, as I said to you last time, it was you that sort of inspired me to start this eventually. So here I am.
I'm glad to hear that, man. Like, hearing that, people are getting into this because of me,
Oh
it
yeah.
it makes me feel good about it.
Oh, I'm glad.
Dave, come
man.
on. If you got Legos, come on.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, I was going through Canva and found this background. I liked it. Messiah said, "Nice to see Mr. Reed is back.
Thank you, Messiah. Good to see you.
Eating a late dinner. Nice, Dave. Also, I see I got some spam in my
Oh, really?
in my Twitch chat, and I don't know how to handle it. Yeah, there are several builders in different countries. All around, man. I haven't met many of the European builders, but I know. Well, let's see. I think there's a Mecha Gaikotsu who is a big time builder
I
out of.
follow him. I
I think I want to say he's out of Ireland.
Yeah, I think he did do. He lived in Japan. He says it in his
Yeah.
videos all the time. But yeah, you're right. It's definitely an Irish accent. So
Yeah, I hear him talking. I'm like, oh, that's totally Irish. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've watched a lot of his videos, and he inspired me to kind of get a little bit more into like learning about the kits I was building.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I do learn my Gunpla, but
Yeah.
and I do learn. I love the Gundam series as a whole, but it was interesting getting to hear his take on kits and all that. Like I listened to him a lot more about it, especially when it comes down to certain parts of the Gundam community.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
I found him so informative, and
Yeah.
I've literally watched his review on kits, and next thing you know, I'm finding that kit and buying it because I want to build it after seeing him build it.
Oh
And,
yeah.
yeah. I had his because I'm only doing the high grade at the moment. I will try some other stuff down the track, but I'm just want to sort of get into this first.
Yeah.
But I've been watching all these high grade videos. He's got like 297 review videos.
Yeah. the man reviews his stuff his reviews are so good.
Yeah. So he virtually does every single high grade kit. So you virtually I just have it playing in my ear. I'm always listening, but I run a machine at work,
Yeah.
so I can't always be looking. But I've sort of, when the machine does its thing, I've got like 10 seconds, so I look at my screen and then I look back at the machine, and so I watch my videos like that, the reviews. But yeah, but he does it simple too. I like that he just like panel lines and then uses some of the decals, and he keeps it simple. I'm trying to do that myself if I can. I haven't really started a lot with like the full body paint markers, so
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go, Messiah. I see you joined over here as well.
Wow.
Thank you so much. I have no idea what I'm doing with Twitch, so you guys so if you see spam in the chat, I'm sorry guys. Eventually I will learn how to handle that, but Gundam building is growing in popularity. I would say it's definitely growing.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely growing a lot more in places like here, especially here. It's gotten popular again because
I
before
am.
it wasn't as popular here a few years ago, and I think due to the fact that some of the bigger names in YouTube and in like the entertainment general
Yeah.
have been. So you got like Adam Savage builds his first perfect grade kit, and I'm just like, that's awesome. DJ, what's up? How's it going? Yep, Messiah is now follow me on Twitch. Thank you so much. I will be trying to pop up on Twitch more often. Trey.
You're not wrong about that.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys can like buy them like at Target,
Yeah.
that's a whole different thing. For me, I have to go to either like the guy's store I'm friends with,
Yeah.
or a general like a hobby store that sell plastic model kits,
Yeah.
hoping that they'll stock a Gundam section there amongst their aircraft and tanks, and
Yeah.
because that's how you get them in Australia. Or obviously, why don't you just shop online? But if you want to go in person and have a look at and shake a few boxes and go, oh, that's a bigger kit than I thought. I mean, who hasn't done that yet? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I've gone to buy some kits and I'm like, oh, I was not expecting the box to be that big. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm enjoying the hobby. So, yeah. Um, there's so much
Thank you,
appeal
Messiah.
about it. So much appeal about the hobby. The relaxation, um, the options you have if you want to go further and paint them all and stuff. Because there are people in our community that are really good at that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You could go out and buy the decal pack,
Yeah.
and just go, and the decal packs have got what 3 times the amount than what you get on the stickers, and
Yeah.
there's so many things. I like the fact that they sell like little simple things like storage crates, but they
Yeah.
look like hangers and things like that.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much nicer to display them, or
Yeah.
and I keep saying, because I've been building these, I've built a lot of build hours on cat streams alone in the last
Oh, that's a
month
good
or
idea, man.
so. I've
Yeah.
been pushing the hobby over there too, and there's actually some people in our community that have made me laugh because they're like, "Oh, I ordered a Gundam the other day," so it's like, yeah, the fact that you bring back a build night as well,
Yeah.
I think you might see the hobby grow in our community a little bit more too, mate.
And I have been thinking about doing more build nights again, like getting back to doing them like rather than just once a month.
Yeah,
I gotta find the right time to really kind of set it up. There we go. I was trying to figure out how that's supposed to work. And then set this in place. Oh, I like this. I will show you here in just a second, Michael, because you going
yeah.
So all of this is 3 pieces.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. There we go. But yeah, all of that is 3 pieces. That yellow was a single piece by itself.
Oh, so no decal required.
Also, Messiah, you now have mod privileges. Thank you for helping out with that.
Well, awesome.
Yeah, I want to make sure he got his mod privileges and
That is awesome.
yeah. But
So, yeah. Go
but
on.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm glad to see the community embracing the hobby though, because when I first started doing this, I was like, and being that I was doing this with the toy community.
Yeah.
I wanted to try to find a connection with y'all because to be honest, I'm a minor collector. I don't collect a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
I never got into collecting Hasbro stuff. I like I only like certain things I want to collect.
Well, that's
But
a good way to collect.
Gunpla to me is like such a fantastic way to kind of stretch those wings and get out there.
Yeah, well, I find it. I mean, the other side of it is it's great for your mental health
Yeah,
and relaxation.
this is very much so my hobby that I use for that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, like I have struggled lately with just feeling overwhelmed. I've been super overwhelmed with everything, and it's just
Yeah, that's not good.
yeah, and it's just I feel the best way to put it is I know you've heard me talk about this, but I've been working on a farmhouse now
Yeah,
for a few months, for a few years actually. I should say it's more years now, but I've
yeah,
been working on that for a few years, and I was hoping that this weekend we would have had some stuff done, and it just never. We couldn't get it. We couldn't get it going. Like
yeah,
we looked at what I wanted to do, and my sister's boyfriend is our he's the one helping me. He's got a background in construction,
yeah.
and he looked at what we wanted to do, and he was like, well, it's ahead of the game, but we can't get the material because none of us have a truck to haul it, and I've thought
Yeah,
about, I've got a Ford Flex, which is like it's an SUV,
right.
but
Like you'd have to fold seats down and things like that to make it
yeah,
work. Yeah,
it just doesn't have enough space to really haul like an 8 foot sheet of
no.
sheetrock or any kind of plywood or anything like that,
I
or
was going
the
to say it's not really a lumber in your
yeah,
terms, a lumber hauling vehicle.
yeah, and I would love to get a hold of something like that. It's so hard to get anything around here that people aren't charging like, well, like I want an older vehicle that I can just, use for that. That's not going to cost me an arm and a leg, and that I can just, pay off after a few months and
Yeah.
just have it to do what I need to do.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Oh,
it is hard. Like,
oh no, my sticker's on my tweezers. Okay, good. I had
I
I had one of those like, oh my god, my heart's gonna sink at this moment.
I've been doing the wooden toothpick application method.
Yeah, I would, but like Jen Bogart's the toothpicks.
Ah, okay,
Yeah, she
fair
doesn't
enough.
want to use in her toothpicks that she uses for
Uh,
food applications.
yeah, I just like shook the jar a couple of times and a few fell out, and I went, "Thank you very much." No, the reason I find it easy, Aaron, I mean, it's one of our man's tricks that I learnt off his videos too.
Yeah.
Um, the sticker won't stick as much to the wood as it does the tip of your blade or your tweezers or
Huh.
even your skin.
Yeah, it sticks to my
So
skin pretty regularly.
yeah,
So
yeah. So and I noticed with these Gundam stickers, it's sort of they've been made to be like a
definitely Messiah.
one time thing. Not you can't sort of peel it up and then replace it down
Yeah.
because it loses some of its adhesion basically.
Yeah.
So you've got to get it straight the first time, which is really hard, as you know, with some of these tiny little stickers.
Yeah. Especially this right here. These little tiny
Yeah, the stripes.
the stripes. It's all stripes on that.
Yeah. See,
And
here we go. I got white stripes for this one.
yeah, oh
And that some of them have got to go around the skirting here.
yeah.
Actually, I should try and put the stripes on before I
Jen said
start.
I could borrow a toothpick anytime, or I can have the toothpicks. They're like $1. I just never asked. I never asked because I
Uh,
love you, Jen, and I don't want to, I
but
don't
they're
want to
also
anger you.
good. They're also good because what I did was because obviously you get a
That's
toothpick
cool.
with two pointy ends.
Yeah.
I kind of flattened this end at one end out and kept the other end really pointy for the application part, like sort of rolling the sticker, and you can kind of roll the toothpick out of it.
Yeah.
And then the flat end that I flattened out, if it's inside, because sometimes, as you know, you got to drop the stickers inside like a groove
Yeah.
or something. You can just use the flat end to sort of really rub it down into the groove. So that's why I found it really useful tool. And I think it's something that most kitchens have, to be honest. So,
By the way, I see we are now up to 13 likes. Thank you guys so much.
oh, well done. Good.
Also, Michael Reed, I got to show you this torso here.
Oh, yeah. Look at
Bring that.
that.
Look at the detail in this. That's all parts with just a few. You can see the stickers better.
Nah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
The transformation gimmick on this. I can't wait to show this off.
yeah, that is so cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this thing's got a really.
I won't say anything, but I do know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
I mean, it's actually on the box art, and I love that flight mode box art. It's sick.
The box art on these things are pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bandai does a really good job with their box art.
I since I've been since I'm new to the hobby, the people that I have followed
Yeah,
have basically expressed that the latest HG series of Witches of Mercury kits
yeah,
have re-inspired the line because they've noticed that the sets that are coming out now are at a higher grade than what they had been for a long time.
yeah,
So I think that maybe they've starting to put more effort into the high grade line. So it might be a good line for me to stick with for a while because it looks like we're going to be getting some really. I mean, look at
yeah,
the color breakup and everything on that kit you've got already, and that's just the torso. And
yeah.
there's like what 4 different colors there already.
I'm gonna tell you right now, HGs are great for people who it's really a great line to have for the purpose of building on a budget.
Oh yeah,
And that's
they're not
one thing that,
expensive.
yeah,
They're not expensive at
I will
all.
take I will say there are a few that are a bit pricey,
Yeah,
but we have a
I've
question
got
here
the.
for you, Michael Reed. Dre wanted to know if you were on Instagram so he can follow you.
Nah, mate, I'm sorry, Dre, but I'm one of those guys that's sort of anti social media.
I don't blame you, man. As many
And
times as I get
also,
interrupted with,
I think
hey, let me help
it's.
you grow your channel.
I'm not going to say I'm an old man, because I don't feel like an old man, but I am 56 years old. So technology and me are like a long way apart because I think I was finishing high school when they got their first computer. So I didn't really experience the computer age and technology except for through work or anything I've seeked myself, like buying a tablet. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I and buying a tablet. Let's face it, the greatest investment of my life because I basically sat everywhere through COVID in lockdown watching YouTube. You know what I mean? I
yeah.
laid in bed with my tablet. I sat on the couch with my tablet. Yeah, I was. Yeah,
And see,
yeah,
that's one thing I do as well. Is like when I'm working,
yeah.
I will pop on someone's videos and I'll listen as I work.
Well, it's funny, and
Yeah,
this is going to sound crazy, but parts of those lockdown days, I'm going to look back on fondly
yeah,
because I discovered people and befriended people over YouTube during a terrible time in the world,
exactly.
and I lived like given that I'm on the other side of the world,
Yeah,
I had to basically stay up all night to watch you guys, and then right through to like late morning. Because right
yeah,
now for me it is like 10:45 in the morning.
yeah,
I'd normally be at work, but the fact that I saw you were coming on,
yeah,
and Dave actually mentioned that you were going to be on as well
yeah.
yesterday on Cat's Chat, and I went, "Oh, really? Well."
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
like I
well, if
said,
I'm going to
I've
have
been
a day off work,
I
I
have
thought,
totally been neglecting my Gundam
no, that's
backlog a
cool.
little bit, but like I said, I'm thinking about trying to push some stuff and get some things going. Messiah, by the way, the highest grade you can get is Perfect Grade. Perfect Grade is the absolute god tier kit.
Oh yeah.
I have one. I finally have one in my possession.
Oh wow.
It is the Wing Zero from Endless Waltz, the feathered wings,
Oh yeah, I know the one you mean.
And I got that. I got that as a payoff for the Dendrobium the one I bought from the Canadian company. So
Nice.
long story short on that, guys, I feel awful for assuming and all that, and I gotta say that Gunpla store that I bought it from,
Yeah.
the dude's the nicest dude I've ever met in my life. Like he legit wanted to make sure that this went through, and like he took care of me, and he hooked me up with an amount more than I spent on my kits because he felt so bad that didn't go through. So I
That's
got
awesome.
I got a bunch of kits for what I would have paid for the one Dendrobium kit, and I have the Dendrobium finally. I got it from a New Type, I want to say. New Type or Gundam place. I got to remember where I got it. It was one of my Gundam stores. It is me, the fancy talking dude. How goes it, Michael New?
Oh yeah.
Michael New is a local friend of mine.
Nice.
And Messiah says he didn't get into YouTube till a lot of us didn't. A lot of us did. I was already doing it before, and channel was doing okay. It wasn't really like growing, and then I started focusing on streaming during COVID, and that's when I really kind of picked up.
Well, yeah, I think I mean, you had kind of a couple of choices when you're in that scenario of lockdown. You could stream something,
Yeah,
or you could watch something live, like on YouTube. So
yeah,
I went the second route because I enjoyed that sort of, in the chat, talking, that communicating. It
yeah,
was great. It was like you were actually literally catching up with the same 30 or 40 people
yeah,
every day. And how did it go with this and this? But
yeah,
you actually knew what was happening in people's lives on the other side of the world. Like, I remember people were so sympathetic towards me because I was in like a crazy scenario where we got, well, yeah, shut down a lot
yeah,
in my state, and basically we were the most locked down city, I believe, in the world. So
yeah,
yeah, we were going a bit stir crazy. So I'm glad I discovered, this. I'm glad I got to watch
yeah,
things like you building Gundams, and
yeah.
you know,
It was great
it's
having this.
cool.
It was great having the ability to not only find the community that we've all become a part of,
Yeah.
but to really help watch it grow. I mean
Oh, some
going
people's channels have just launched, and
yeah.
I love it.
I do too, man. I love the fact that we've got so many amazing people here that have done so many amazing things. It's
Yeah.
you don't realize just how many people have started off channels. And now I will say, I've watched everybody around me growing like so quickly, and it's so heartwarming. Albeit sometimes I do get a little green-eyed monster there, but not super terrible anymore. I've learned to embrace
I
the growth happens at different spurts.
You were just ahead of everyone, mate, and it took a while for it to become a bigger thing, I think.
Yeah,
Like you've been with Gundam too, so
yeah.
there you
And
go.
I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, I had one of my best video performances ever in a Legends of Zelda video
Really?
that hit at 727 views recently.
Wow.
There might be a few over what I was saying there. Michael New said he had a rough week. Had 2 tornadoes in the same week. Ooh, God, that's
What?
rough. Cat,
Oh,
how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
hey, cat.
He said no damage. Luckily, no damage, but it was
Oh,
traumatic
that's good.
for his kids because Michael's one of my good friends from my hometown here, and his kids are wonderful. I love his kids, and I love him and his wife, and it's a wonderful family, and they're living up in like North Carolina now, and they're so far away from family. It feels weird. Ricardo, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah,
Wow.
let
That must
the
be
kids know
scary, tornadoes. Very
it
scary.
is. I've actually driven through one before, and luckily it was a small one, but it still made me go, huh. I had to catch my breath there.
Yeah, no,
Had
I
to kind
haven't.
of think about it.
I've seen very high winds, but
Yeah,
I ain't seen no tornado or.
yeah,
I mean, we have cyclones that hit, um, but they normally push down from Asia and they'll hit northern Australia.
yeah,
There was a massive one in the 70s that flattened Darwin,
ooh,
but yeah, it's been a long time since there's been a major sort of cyclone
that's interesting.
devastation on the Australian shores. So touch wood for all those people up there that are
Yeah.
living in the danger area. Sorry
So,
to even bring it up.
but I'll tell you right now, it's interesting. I saw a video the other day. It was showing like the countries with the most tornadoes,
Yeah,
and it was like it showed us, of course, being number one because of our it was like we're one of the only countries that has a tornado alley of all things,
true.
and
That terrifies me. The idea that
yeah, but my
I
good
can't
friend,
drive here without being in danger.
yeah. It's interesting. Y'all have dangerous animals where down there in Australia that we're all like, nope, we'll avoid those, and we're over here like, oh yeah, look, Hurricane Alley, Tornado Alley, you know,
We've got some weird stuff
earth
down here, mate.
earthquake. You get the earthquake capitals, and like you got like California that's right on like several fault lines. It's crazy.
I mean,
That's gonna go
we
like
do have some unusual wildlife. Yes, I will give you that.
yeah, but I enjoy like watching videos on y'all's wildlife. That's like the kicker for me is getting to watch like most dangerous animals videos, and then you see like Australia get put on the list. I'm like, it can't be.
Oh, I know, I
It's
know.
they make it sound like it's a lot worse than
They make it. I feel like, oh,
yeah. Every time I hear it, it's
people.
like and then they have the Irukandji, and I'm like,
Nah.
yeah,
It's not that bad.
yeah.
It's really,
I was like, if
yeah.
if it was really that terrible, you know, they would
How did I make it to 50? I
yeah,
mean, let's
yeah.
face it.
How would
Let
people
alone
live down there, and
56. Yeah.
like I was like the only reason I would be kind of hesitant to come is the spiders because y'all have some pretty large spiders.
Well, the super huge spiders north of me, so
Yeah,
that's pretty
yeah,
cool.
that makes me feel better. I might have to come, stay in
The
your area.
southern parts of Australia, yeah, we have some dangerous snakes and stuff, but you've
Yeah,
got to go. You find them.
yeah,
They're
you
not.
gotta.
They're not. They're not hiding under our houses here in the city or anything.
Yeah, that's
Well,
there's a
it's
difference here. They do hide here.
yeah. So we don't have. I mean, I will 100%. There are people that get snakes in their backyard
Yeah,
in my city, but they are in some of the newest outer rim suburbs
yeah,
of my city. They've basically taken over farmland and stuff where snakes used to live. The snakes aren't moving away; they just have to relocate. So, those kind of areas, people get snakes in the
yeah,
backyards. We all get spiders, but the biggest spider here you rarely see, which is a huntsman, and that's in my part of the Australia.
yeah,
Sydney, which is north of me, they do have the funnel web spider.
yeah,
That's a big ugly
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but you rarely see those.
Yeah, it's kind
I'll
of like
be
the brown.
honest.
It's kind of like the brown recluse here. Everybody you
Yeah,
hear everybody talking about the brown recluse, and you see that the necrotic, venom and how it affects the body and all that. And I'm just like,
yeah,
you guys do realize that like they don't want to mess with us. We just happen to be in there. We just happen to mess with them when we get bit, or they
yeah.
end
I
up,
mean,
they end up crawling in our bed by accident. It's not like they're intentionally coming to hunt us down.
well, I had like a really poisonous spider in my bungalow the other day. I woke up and it was
Oof.
just sitting there on the carpet, and I just like, oh, where's the shoe? I'll just squash that sucker.
Yeah. See, I am an arachnophobe. Naturally, I've always had a fear of spiders. Like I don't know why, but I have. But Oh, let's see. Chat's kind of popping off. Let's see who all we got here. Oh, Messiah says, yeah, they got killer koalas in Australia.
Drop
Yeah,
bears.
yeah.
You gotta hear
Everybody thinks they're nice, cute, and cuddly, but I've seen the videos.
the drop bears.
Yeah.
There's a thing. There's a thing that Australians play on international people, which is, yeah, the koalas are cute, but you've got to watch out for their smaller, vicious cousins.
The
They're
drop bear.
called drop bears. Yeah, and so people walk along and they may see a koala in the tree, and they're like, "Is that a drop bear?" Or is that a koala? You know, like, because we've Australians have described drop bears in having long claws
Yeah.
and vicious long teeth.
See, I love
And
that. I love that.
there's no such thing as a drop bear, everyone.
Hey, we've got the Buffalo Ghostbuster here with us now. We've got Dave. What's going on, Dave?
Yay!
What's up?
And
I found my people, Dave.
There you go.
I finally found
it's a
my
mech
people.
yeah, that works. I mean, I've
does.
always said, if anybody wants to come on here and shoot the breeze and all that, they're more than welcome to, you know, especially if they're building a Lego kit or a model kit. It doesn't even have to be a Gundam. You could be building anything, and the hangar is made just for that.
It's the Hulkbuster.
Yes,
That's awesome.
kind of like a Gundam. And I see here Ricardo said you can keep your spiders and snakes, Michael. Blue says he's been looking at Gundams all week and can't decide on what one he wants. So you got nothing.
No.
Then get one of each.
Blue, I'm gonna tell you, just buy them all. It's called a backlog.
Yeah, it is called a backlog.
And you can have a backlog of Legos, by the way.
I actually have that too.
Yeah.
I thought about going on Salacious's Lego studs one day, but
Aaron, you might appreciate this.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Comes with a glider.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I saw it at the Lego shop. I'm like, I have to get it.
Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. There we go. I'm sitting there trying to get this to go in place. So I was like, so I started off doing it like this, you know, no force on it, just trying to push it in. And it wasn't going. So I was like, oh, I see what I need to do. You have to push forward. Like you have to flatten it out like this and then turn.
Right.
And that's the front panel of the waist.
Oh, and it slides in and snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, the engineering on these things is amazing.
Dude, it's getting so much better now. I mean, like,
yeah, exactly what they've been saying about these HG kits. They're like, they're better colorized and they're better to put together now.
Yeah, it's a whole different like experience now.
Like it is because, like, I mean, this is an older kit and I've got the polycap thing happening.
Yeah,
but I love the kits you put together, and there's no polycaps, and the pieces just slide in and snap, and it's beautiful. You hear this little click, and you're
yeah. Everybody saying hey to Blue. Hey, Mega Demon. Happy Mother's Day again to all of the moms out here, like Kat and Bree, and all of you other ones out here. Blue says hey to everybody.
I reckon it's funny how, I mean, our Mother's Day was, well, given that it's Monday now, but it was yesterday. But
yes,
the UK had theirs in March. I'm like, why doesn't everyone have the same day?
Yeah, Salacious was saying that this morning on his stream.
Yeah, Jen, I am actually going on Salacious's stream next Monday, the 20th.
Yes.
I will be on the Monkey Lizard Hangout. I need to actually... You
need to prep yourself. You need to listen to a few of his interviews.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, Dre, or Dave, I am way ahead of you on that. I am way ahead of you on that. I've been watching those religiously since he's been dropping them. I haven't been able to comment much because I'm working usually, but I listen to them.
You got to be careful.
Hey, Will, happy Mother's Day to your Mrs. Will.
He's got me a few times, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, I know that it's going to be an interesting time.
You are going to be crying. You'll be doing your laugh. You know that laugh you do when you're also crying at the same time. That's going to be you.
Oh my god, yeah. So like my time that I blew up everybody on Sea of Thieves. That game is so much fun. All right, I've got to start building the arms now. We're trucking through this kit. This is moving actually pretty quickly.
By the way, thank you, Aaron.
What's up?
Well, because you're streaming on Twitch, I went over to Twitch to follow.
Yeah.
And I missed apparently there's notifications because I have my Twitch account synced up with my Amazon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also, you can earn free games sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Fallout 76 and Fallout 3, and also the recent Tomb Raider.
Yeah. So
all free.
I've got Fallout 76. It is not cross-platform though. You have to play on the it's console specific. Yeah, the same platform, which kind of bums me out a little bit because I would like to play with my friends on games like that, but Bethesda can't figure it out for some odd reason. Yeah, I'm calling Bethesda out, guys. I think at this day and age we can play cross-platform and be just fine.
Do it on Helldivers.
Yeah, I mean you do. Yeah, you do, and I imagine if it ever gets an Xbox port, which I hope it does. I don't see why it shouldn't. As a PlayStation gamer, I mean, you hear everybody all the time, oh, Sony hoards everything. No, Microsoft does the same thing. Look at, and thank God they kept it.
Microsoft was like the biggest culprit.
Like all of them are just guilty of it, and I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of the fanboys screaming back and forth about things.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, it's
it is.
It is a little bit of everything. Here you go, Ricardo. I will pin that in the chat here.
There's some fanatics in that gaming community, that's for sure.
Oh wow, I shared it to all of my chat. I forgot to switch it over. Oh well, that's okay. It's all right. In fact, let me copy the YouTube channel one. For all of my viewers over there in Twitch, whoever you may be, I do appreciate all of you. Let's see here. I'm going to my channel. And we will copy the link for the actual channel itself.
Wow.
And I will share that in this chat here. There we go. And I'm looking to do this more, like looking to kind of dual stream.
Yeah.
A little more. Hey, Noah, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you, Ricardo.
Well, I mean, just I was going to say, you probably have a lot more interaction with the people that follow you, Aaron, on this platform rather than the gaming platform, because you can take your time, read messages on this. You can't do that while you're trying to play a game.
Yeah.
So that makes it hard to sort of, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
At least this is a format that you can sit back and have a really good chat to,
well,
people that follow you.
Also,
and
yeah. Dave, Jen wants to know what you have for dinner.
Ooh.
I had salmon patties grilled on my Foreman grill.
Ooh. I'm not a huge salmon guy, so like I don't.
Well, again, it's kind of the healthy alternative. Yeah. But I actually like them. We get them from Aldi's. It's something different.
Yeah.
And also, I decided to make up my lunch for most of the week. We got I buy those turkey kielbasa.
Yeah.
Turkey sausage, and I'll slice them up and I actually make them into sandwiches. So I did that. I just made a bunch of stuff today. Here.
Doing everything in twos here right now.
So it was an excuse to grill outside.
Yeah, I need to get back to grilling a little more. I just never have time anymore.
Well, where I live, you cannot see. It's an apartment building.
Yeah.
So on the patios, we can't have anything gas. it has to be electric.
It has to be
So
electric.
that's why I have a Foreman grill
Okay.
on my patio. But I have to find a way to buy a new replacement cover for it because the
Nice,
weather
Mega.
elements have caused the material to just break. It's very brittle.
Oh yeah.
Cover.
Yeah.
So after about 5 or so years, I have to buy a new cover
Fish
now.
tacos do sound good. Kat said she made pizza for Raffy, but not sure what she's having yet.
What kind of pizza?
Raffy's a
And
pretty straight up, I reckon, pepperoni man.
Nothing wrong with that.
see, that's me. I love pepperoni. I love a pepperoni pizza.
So I'm going to call pepperoni on that, but let's see if I'm right. Cat will have the answer.
I'm a meat lover's pizza person, you know.
I
me
do like
too.
that.
Double
but
cheese. Oh yeah.
Now, if I do get a pizza that I want to customize, I just dropped my first part for the night.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I've got a shag pole carpet. I hate it really.
Oh, yeah, that's
I hate it when a piece.
the chair I'm using tonight. It's shedding all of its like pleather.
Oh no, good.
All right, where'd
Is
that
he
part
shot
go?
on a turtle?
So my normal chair that I sit in has officially busted one of the wheels, so I am no longer using that chair until I can get the replacement hub for it.
Really?
Yeah, I had to order a hub and a gas piston for it. I was sitting in it last night editing, and I went to move forward, and I leaned forward out of the chair.
Yeah.
And the wheel fell out of it.
Oh wow.
So I went and looked to see just if maybe I might have like pushed the wheel out by accident. No, it was which is dumb to me, putting plastic on a stress point.
Of course it is.
Jen, I have to disagree with you.
What's up?
She says pineapple on pizza is yum. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. No,
I like it. I like it.
I like it, but we do pineapple on a lot of pizza here in Australia.
Yeah.
We have the. I think every pizza shop in Australia would sell the Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is basically bacon, and a bit of pineapple and shredded cheese, basically, on a tomato sauce base, pretty much. So.
And you got the DS in the chat there.
I gotta see what he said here. I love when Dwayne throws in a random comment. Well, Ricardo says he's having fajita tacos tonight. That sounds good. Red Baron pepperoni, nice. Red Baron's one of my favorites. Buffalo chicken pizza, that's a good pizza.
Yes.
There you go.
Destination Stone says I only eat pizza with triple cheese, anchovies, and pineapple smothered in ranch dressing. I would try that.
The anchovies and the pineapple, I'd have to pass on.
These are barbecue chicken. Yeah, Jen likes a barbecue chicken or bacon ham and ricotta with pineapple. The barbecue works well with that. Take off the anchovies and you got a deal. Destination Stone says, "No, that pizza sounds disgusting." I've had anchovies before. They're not my go-to. Barbecue chicken pineapple pizza is an underrated phenomenon. It totally is. Mega Demon saying, "Yo, Destination Stone." By the way, Dwayne, I watched y'all's video the other night. That was a lot of fun, man. Getting to watch y'all go through that haunt and just watching Stevie's reactions to everything, and then all of a sudden you break to a commercial, like almost like a commercial break, but it was a, hey, come check out the new Mythic Legions I got. I like the way he did that. Just kind of throwing it in there. Dwayne, when you coming to build with us again? All right. I've got to do everything in duplicate here right now.
He probably needs a new Evangelion kit.
I know.
By the way, I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday. They had, for once, they finally got like a bunch of really new kits, and they were really great. but I
Yeah.
didn't feel like dropping $90 at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna wait for a week when they do the 40% off, and I'll come back.
Yeah. Which kit was it?
Literally, there's probably about 7 or 8 different kits. Like
Oh, yeah.
they got the larger scale ones.
Ooh, nice.
And I'm like, my Hobby Lobby never gets those, and I'm like, sure, they get them and
Yeah.
full price. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll be back.
Mythic Moment definitely is a thing everybody needs to watch out for. You guys, if y'all haven't checked out Destination Stone, what are you doing? Go check them out. What are you doing?
Yeah, Hobby Lobby sounds like a very cool place.
It is. Ours is usually very like underwhelming for me. You got to bet.
Oh, really?
You need to if you need to reduce that backlog, Dwayne. You can come on here anytime.
Nothing but air and opportunity.
Exactly. Mythic Moments, though. I enjoyed that. The way it just happened, I was like, oh, I like that. That caught me off guard.
Michael, if you want to just have a great time watching a video, it's Dwayne and Stevie Destination.
Oh,
I swear to God,
Stone. Yeah.
They will stop at like a Buc-ee's or something, which is like a ultimate store kind of thing. They just like stuff that some people might think are mundane. They make it like it's just an experience.
They make it a ton of fun.
Oh, I've seen a Buc-ee's. I've seen that like a gas station.
Yeah.
With a mega store
it's got everything in there.
Yeah, it's got like restaurants and yeah, I've seen it. I've heard about these Buc-ee places.
Yeah. I love Buc-ee's. It's such a
thousandth Ghost showed
Chris.
us one on Rum's stream, wasn't it?
Yeah. He just recently went to the one that opened up in Colorado.
Yeah, 120 pumps it had.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's like the ultimate gas station in America. You know, it's like it's such a different like experience.
Oh, it's amazing. They got their own merch. I mean, like serious, like.
So that's kind of the interesting thing about some of our like different convenience stores around here, like our gas stations and things like that, is especially down in the South here. Some of the bigger ones, like some of the big chains, actually do sell merch in their places. Like we have down here in South Carolina where I live, we have a gas station known as Parker's, and you can buy like Parker's hats, Parker's T-shirts, things like that. They actually have a restaurant inside where you can get like fast, like quick service food. I go in there all the time to get the chicken gizzards.
Chicken gizzards.
Yeah, deep fried. It's deep fried deliciousness.
Wow.
That's got to be a Southern thing. I'm sorry.
It is.
I was going to say, it's not something that's big in Australia either.
If you can ever get a hold to it, Michael Reed, I encourage you to try it. They're a little.
I don't know about that.
They're a little chewy. They are a little chewy.
That's all you, Michael.
No,
but the flavor quality is so good. It's really good. Exactly. Noah said it. Buc-ee's is it's an experience. Dwayne, it's all true, man. I stand 100% behind you guys, and I enjoy your content. Like I'll have y'all on when I'm going out to my jobs out in Charleston when I have to go out and do work out there. And I'll walk into the office laughing at something like Stevie says or something that, at a moment there where your face is like just you do that laugh, that Dwayne laugh.
And something I remember about the Buc-ee's, the fridge is with the amount of different sodas.
Yes,
and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, Buc-ee's
that would drive me insane. I would be like, what?
Yeah, it's such a different experience when you go for your first time.
I think Michael needs to make a trip to the U.S. then.
Yeah, I think there'd be a lot of things that I would be scratching my head over.
Yeah.
In the US, a lot of things.
then cat could really put you in the doghouse.
Oh no. Yeah.
That's odd that your videos kept getting flagged there, Dwayne. What exactly was happening with that? Because
That's a bit much.
was it like the limited monetization? Because I fault those things. I fault those things tooth and nail. Bucky's has a killer sarsaparilla. It
Oh,
has
really?
a killer sarsaparilla. They are delicious.
Like their own brand kind of thing.
Yeah, they do a lot of like their own brand stuff.
Yeah.
I
That's
love that,
cool.
and I love that. I love that they do everything in house. But yeah, we have Parker's here. There's QT Stuckies is another one down here. Like you'll see a lot of that kind of branding.
Wow.
Yeah, like QT has like a kitchen that you can go and order food from. They have a slushy machine that makes like the joke is over 100 flavors of slushy. It's not really that much, but
Really?
yeah, it's just they have so many flavors to choose from.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's seriously
Yeah.
that much variety. Some must be a little bit too much.
It allows you
Is
to
there
kind of
such a thing?
it does allow me to go back and say, hey, I want to try this flavor eventually.
Yeah.
Or
I
if you're
get
just a
that.
madman, like I've seen some people do, just mix every flavor together into a giant
Oh,
like
really?
Frankenstein.
I call that a
drink.
suicide.
Yep, that's the name. But
So what? You get a squirt of each slushy, and
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I did that years ago at the skating rink I worked at. I called it
Oh,
my
wow.
suicide. I get like this big massive mug.
Yeah.
I hit about 2 or 3 squirts of each flavor.
Yeah.
Fill most of it up with the slushy base, but then I'd also hit the sodas and all the juices, the Loganberries, and mix it all up. That was my wake up juice.
Yeah. Wawa.
If you're getting drowsy,
Jen
one
was
of
talking about
those.
Wawa.
I have yet to go to a Wawa.
I hadn't either. There's also Sheets.
Never been to a Sheets either. I've seen them, just never walked into one.
I've never walked in. I've never been in. So, have I been in a 7-Eleven now? I don't think I've ever been in a 7-Eleven.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Circle K?
Yeah, I've been in a Circle K.
Now, the only time I've been to a Circle K was in Canada, believe it or not.
Circle K? No.
Yeah.
We haven't got those either. No.
Circle K, I mean, for me, I never really saw one because, you saw them like that was the convenience store that Bill and Ted were hanging out by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Messiah said Dave's about to build a Lego Gundam over there.
Yeah.
Welcome
Basically.
back, Cat. By the way, we're already up to 17 likes. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have been keeping the.
What are you still at 66 subscribers to go, or did it go down?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm actually at 65 now.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Let's see if it went down. Nope. 64.
Okay, good.
I
was
got a
trying to
comment.
push you.
I got a comment earlier from a viewer. It goes, "Is your thumbnail AI, dude?" Yeah. I use AI to build thumbnails for things.
Be like, what of it?
I support my artists' friends. I do. And I'll tell you right now, I have several friends that are artists. And I've talked to them about it, and they're like, have fun, do whatever you want. It's your channel. Anybody that's gonna give you slack about it, they're just doing it because they can't get their art to sell.
Something.
Yeah. Like my buddy Tracy, Magical Nico Notes, the one who's running Cheese Icon, which I'll be at July 20th in Walterboro, South Carolina. I actually have my first table, Michael. I'm gonna have my table at a con, so it's gonna be.
Woo-hoo.
It's about an hour north of Savannah, about an hour west of Charleston. Small little Mayberry style town. But
I love it.
It's I'm
the beginning of the dynasty.
Yep.
And you know what's funny? I've heard of all those places you're talking about.
Yeah, Savannah and Charleston.
And it's only because I know a lot about the American Civil War and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
So you can where I live, you can drive like all over the place, and there's several battle sites where I live.
Oh, I bet there is.
Yeah. Charleston, which Fort Sumter and all that is literally an hour from where I live. Hour and some change. But I live close to that city of Walterboro, which has kind of a big history all of its own. In fact, the movie Forrest Gump had scenes filmed in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, like where the house was, or?
I think the house was actually in I
Or
say
was
that was
that
probably
further
in
south?
Georgia. But you know the
Yeah.
shrimp boat scene, right?
Yeah.
That shrimp boat scene was filmed on in Beaufort, South Carolina, which is like
Oh, cool.
about like it's like 30 minutes from yeah, Jen said there's a battle site like 5 minutes from us.
Wow.
That's civil. That's civil. We don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Wow.
live down the road from that, and every May you'll hear them shooting off cannons and doing the
Oh,
reenactment
really?
and all that. Yeah, it's so interesting. You'll hear it all day, and it's kind of funny because like when you do the tours of that stuff,
Yeah.
you'll get people who come in and you know they'll talk about how they'll have this older person who's you know like for instance I don't talk a whole lot about my family on here, but you know I love history and
Yeah.
I had family that fought on both sides. I'm distantly
Wow.
related to Abraham Lincoln, so there's my Union side.
Wow.
Don't go
He was
to
a
the
cousin.
theater.
Yeah, he was a cousin, and then I had a my great great grandfather was a private in the Confederate Army for
Wow.
my area. Um, he ran a grits mill here, of all things, and in learning about him, I was learning that he didn't really want to go out and fight. He didn't believe in like he didn't like the way things were going with the war. He wasn't too keen on some of the aspects of it, but he was a poor farmer that ran a little grits mill here because he grew corn
Yep.
and never enough to have like a big farm, but it was like a family farm. So he ran that, and during the war, he got conscripted for our area, and he was able to say, hey, I've got a family to take care of. I've got young children. I can't, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. The reenactments happened at another one called Broxton Bridge. There was a Battle of Broxton Bridge where there's a small plantation there, but it's actually an old battle site as well where they had the where they do the reenactments. You'll hear the cannon fire. You'll hear the
Wow.
and it pushed over into Rivers Bridge. It was a whole. I mean, it was a whole crazy time back then too.
Oh,
But
I can
yes, yeah,
imagine.
so
I can.
my great granddad was like our great granddad was he came back from the war after like it was like he got released like I think a year after the war had been over. He got captured in North Carolina and was held there until they claimed that he had served his time. All the while, he still kept saying he was a Southerner because that's the thing. We're a very culturally proud people. It's
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting down here in the South. You'll see like there's an identity to it. It's a whole different identity compared to like say like the Buffalo area where Dave's from. It's like Jen got culture shock down here real quick. Like it wasn't super culture shock for her, but like her mom got a huge cultural like experience from this when me and Jen first started dating because I introduced myself and she asked me a question. I said yes, ma'am, and that
Not
caught her
used
off
to it.
guard. That caught her completely off guard. She was like, "Oh my god, that is so refreshing to hear because we don't hear that anymore." And I wish more people said yes, ma'am, yes, sir. I was like, if I hadn't have said those words to you, I would have had the taste knocked out of my mouth by a parent. I'm not that my parents would abuse me, but my dad would always tell you, you say yes, ma'am, yes, sir, no, no, ma'am, no, sir. You don't
There
say
you
what.
go.
You never say
Or
what to an elder.
or you get like up here. I use that like I'm polite to people at
Mm-hmm.
my job, and I've been told by the person above me that I'm too polite.
Yeah,
But like one time, I said to one of the
I
one
hate
of
that phrase, by the way.
the,
Too
the
polite. I hate that.
Too
yeah
polite.
the sales manager. I was like, yeah, I appreciate that. Or I says, thank you, sir. And he's, sir, why are you calling me sir? That's just how I was raised. But my dad would always say, don't call me sir. I work for a living.
Yeah.
It's the military thing.
Messiah, I got to make a trip to Savannah again sometime soon, so me, you, and Blind Mag and Jen can hang out all together. Might even bring Will. I got to bring Will and Nicole too. Because I definitely want to get. I definitely want to get up and meet you guys. Yeah, Jen said, well, my mom never enforced it as a family, so joke's on her. But yeah, my mother-in-law was all in love with that. Then they came down here and just, they've witnessed the cult. They've tried the foods. They've witnessed the culture down here. It's a very friendly culture. Like, you'd be surprised too, and very, very open culture. Like, you always see pictures of like Southerners spitting or like treating Northerners bad and all that. We don't. It's not here. It's not how that goes here. You might get the occasional yee guy that as we call it, the yee redneck guy. But I grew up in a family that was very rednecky, and it's a term of endearment for us now. At that point,
you can come across those people anywhere across the country.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like.
I mean, it's like a meth head or a crackhead. You find them anywhere.
Oh yeah. That is a common statement down here as well about we hate snowbirds.
I hated snowbirds.
So for us, a snowbird is anybody who moves down here and then complains about the fact that nothing is like the North.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they move down here all because they're wanting to get away from that, hustle and bustle of the northern lifestyle, northern city lifestyle. Yeah. They get down here and it's like, well, y'all don't have this, y'all don't have that. Everything's so backwards here. Yeah, there's a reason why. We're happy. We're happy.
Yeah.
See,
I like that.
When I worked for Spectrum, we dealt with snowbirds all the time because it's the types who either they move there permanently or they have vacation homes during the winter months.
During the winter, they move down here to Florida, and now Charleston's becoming a big snowbird capital.
They were so terrible.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the snowbird movement.
Okay, so that's the thing. I'm learning about the US.
Yeah.
So people from the north are moving south because of the weather to get away from the snow and the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's usually like people who are well off or like people who are retired that do that because
your retirement communities usually.
Yeah. Especially like in Florida.
Yeah, Florida's the big snowbird capital.
Yeah, we have people that would go, like a lot of our like beautiful beaches and coastline is like away from the city. It's regional and stuff. So we have a lot of people that would
never
have
heard that one, Messiah.
Holiday homes, and they would go spend 3 months at their beach house every year, and they would do the same thing. But the worst thing is some of those regional areas actually cater for them now because
yes, there we go.
You know what? Why don't we let them build a McDonald's here? Or you know what I mean? Like some of those regional towns are starting to lose their, in my opinion, their identity and their why you went there in the first place was to get away from it all, not to bring it in the main street with you.
To get away or to enjoy the mom and pop shops,
yeah, exactly. It's 100%, Dave. The local baker that's been there for 20 years, making his bread. Like I love that kind of stuff. It's sad. But I guess we've got the kind of thing here, but it's getting away from the city to go to they call it a lot of retirees and that they move there now, like on a permanent basis, and they call it in Australia. It's known as a sea change.
Okay.
So sea changes are people that move to these, beautiful coastal towns, and basically of changing it into the city, basically slowly, but
and that's the thing we have here too is like everybody that moves here. They move to like the small mom and pop towns like where I live.
Yeah.
And then they go, well, y'all don't have anything. And I missed like I used to have this coworker, and she used to drive me absolutely insane when I worked at the hospital I used to work at. She would sit there and complain. She was from New Jersey, and every time it was always, well,
Oh, geez.
Back in Jersey we had this, and back in Jersey we had that. Y'all are just so dumb, and
Which
y'all
is
don't
why
ever,
they can't pump their own gas in Jersey.
she made the statement one time that we were so backwards and dumb, and I was like, well, Jersey's only like 800 something miles north. Get going.
Yeah.
When I said get going, she looked at me like, what? Like,
Well, I never.
yeah, she was like, what do you mean get going? I was like, you don't like it here. You telling me you don't like it here. You don't have to live
100%.
here. You don't have to live here.
Nobody's stopping you.
Yeah, the get going thing, like she got some full Southern that day.
I like it.
Yeah, and Jen's had to get used to some of the ways we do things down here. Like it's always funny. You see, she grew up in the north. She grew up in like 30 minutes to an hour away from New York City, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, she grew up in Connecticut, and it was like she came down here. She's like, the first time she ever came to visit, and we picked her up from the train station, which was like an hour away, 45 minutes to an hour away. And she said, and she kept asking, like, she was like, well, okay, so how much longer till we get to your house? I was like, we're almost there. That's almost there is like 35 minutes to an hour for us. If it's because
I was going to say 3 hours later.
it took about an hour, and she was like, you're almost there. It drives me insane. I was like, yeah, well, we're almost there. It's interesting. Like, we're so used to traveling because you got a lot of big states in the South. Hey, Blind Mag, how's it going? Sweet tea is also a big thing here. Yeah, like that was like, you hear people talking about tea in the North, and you go past like parts of Maryland, and their tea is unsweetened, and it's so different. Like I don't mind unsweet tea, but as a Southerner, that it hurts my soul when I ask for tea. And immediately it's the bitter, unsweet tea, unsweetened tea. And then we also have flavored teas as well, which are a big thing for us, like sweetened flavored teas. Peach is a big thing here. Peach. We always get like a lot of peach flavored things here too.
Would it be a right to assume that some of the states are shaped by the people that formed it in the fact that it might have been like maybe a German community?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why there's differences in the food from the state that's like, half an hour down the road. Like, is that some of the differences? Like,
yeah, there's
it's purely a cultural.
You are actually very accurate on that, Michael, and I'll tell you why. Is because, like, the town that I'm right next to is a very German influenced town. Like the name, the culture, you get a lot of German last names there. Jen says she's used to going 20 miles to get anywhere nowadays, so going 60 plus for a day trip is nothing. Back then it was like, 60 miles, that's so far. And Jen's like, 60 miles is nothing. Like, for me to get from one office to the other is like 45 miles.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure what that is in kilometers, but
no, but it's a good distance.
Yeah.
It's a very yeah.
We are like, so when I have a call to go to the other office to go fix something, it takes about an hour for me to get there. And
wow.
I go down there, and so with my job, I do, the IT stuff, but I'm also like their maintenance guy for the region now, because my company has my company's throughout my state, the state of South Carolina.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever follow NASCAR much.
A little bit, not huge.
They're just the home office is actually like, or I say the home office, but my home office where my management is actually right there near Darlington Raceway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right. Wow.
And I've been working for that company for 3 years now, and I love it. It's just such a good company to work for. Like they take good care of their staff.
I
And
think you got to be lucky these days, don't you, to find a cool home.
yeah, you do.
It took me a while, but I've finally got myself a place where I feel, I don't want
Yeah.
to leave. I don't want to leave ever. I'm happy to stay there. I enjoy it.
See, that's the
I
same
enjoy
with
the
that's the same with
people.
me. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy where I'm at. Like this is the first place that I've gone to work, and I enjoy going to work.
Yeah, I've missed being at work this week. To be honest, I've just
Yeah.
had a week off and I've missed being at work. I seriously did.
Let's see how
My
we got
boss was laughing at me when I actually made that comment. She goes, "Oh, you must be having a ball streaming stuff and laying on the couch."
that.
And I said, "No, I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
sick of being sick. I'm sick of running a fever, and I'd rather be at work doing something." So I hadn't told her that by then I'd already made like two and a half Gundams, but
Yeah.
I was doing stuff with my hands. But
She doesn't need to know.
no, that's right.
Yeah, my boss gets a kick out of that when I tell him, what my hobbies are. He was like, "So what do you do in your spare time?" I was like, "I build model kits." He was like, "How
Yeah.
many have you built?" I was like, "About 150 so far, maybe a little more than that."
And you're like, what?
He's like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Yeah, exactly.
Messiah said that and grits. Went to Jersey once. They had no idea because they had oatmeal. Yeah, grits is not a big thing up north. It's starting to become a thing because you're getting a lot of southern transplants as chefs, and they're starting to go out and like introduce the world to like shrimp and grits. And
I've heard of grits. I've got no idea what grits is.
so it's like it's like a very coarse cornmeal almost.
Okay.
That's kind of a terrible way to put it, but grits is basically corn that's been like ground up.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's very coarse, but it's like a
Yep.
porridge almost.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks well to me. I don't know whether it's just the Hollywood thing, but because I've seen it on
Yeah.
movies and shows, it's like it looks like a white kind of porridgey
Yeah.
sort of paste.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely
yeah.
it's definitely like a porridge. Yeah,
And it's a breakfast food, yeah, or is
yeah.
it something you have all the time?
You
I
can have
don't,
it
I
all the
don't know.
time. Like you get shrimp and
Yeah,
grits for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever time whatever
shrimp
suits.
and grits.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um.
So shrimp's huge in
Yeah.
Carolina and South Carolina.
Yeah. So where I live is very coastal,
Yeah,
and
because you were saying about Forrest Gump, of
yeah.
course. So yeah.
So the whole shrimp boat thing that's kind of a real thing here. Like you could be sitting out there. You can be sitting out on the beach and watching shrimp boats just go down the beach, just trawling the whole day. Jen just told me there's a Quaxley in the yard on Pokemon Go. I need to grab that guy real quick.
Oh, really?
I am obsessed with Pokemon Go right now again, guys. And
Oh, really?
our good friend Sleeping Collectibles has gotten me back into it.
I was wondering whether it was still existed
Yeah, it's still going. It's still going strong.
because I used to see people everywhere.
Yeah. We have
And then,
a small community here of players. There he is. All right, Quaxley, I need to give you. All right, here, guys. I'll let y'all watch me play while I'm sitting here taking a break.
I love it.
Oh, you bastard. Let me go ahead and swap over to one of my good Pokeballs here.
Oh, here we go.
He's going to probably break free again. No, I got him. I actually need him for a quest because I got to evolve him into his highest form. Oh, he is. Oh, that was a waste. I mean, not really a waste because I needed him, but there's a giant Ponyta just sitting there scorching me. Noibat. Jen, you got me started on something. People didn't want to watch me do this. They wanted to watch me build a Gundam.
No, that's fine.
I give her a hard time all the time about that. She'll catch my attention with things like over the Friday night, we were playing Fortnite, and she goes, "Aaron, you need to come out here right now. The aurora is super visible for us."
Yeah, she messaged me, Aaron. She was like, "Did you tell Aaron to go ahead?" And I'm like, "I'm not playing with him right now. We rotate out."
Yeah.
She's like, "No, go in the chat and tell him to come out."
Oh, really?
Oh, that Noibat's pretty good. I'm gonna star that because that might be better than what I got.
That must be amazing to see.
It was like our sky.
I
So
imagine.
one of the
Well,
things,
everyone was posting it
yeah,
on Facebook the next day.
Oh yeah, no, I saw footage of it, like on
yeah,
through different platforms, but
one of the
doesn't
crazy, one of the
make it
crazy
the same,
things.
does it? If you're not experiencing it.
Yeah, one of the crazy things was like looking at our sky that night. It was such a beautiful sight, man. Like the sky was actually like pink, like hues of pink and green. Like the green was very subtle, but if you saw it, you could see the movement. Like you could see the waves just doing this.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, no, that is something to behold, I reckon.
Yeah, and then Jen's talking about like, Jen's like, hey, I had no idea what grits was. She, it's not something that's normal in the north, but she
No.
was,
Oh, there you go.
then she learned what barbecue is, compared to like, she learned that the term barbecue down here does not mean the same as barbecue up north.
No,
Like,
barbecue not up north, I would imagine, means that you're whacking something onto a grill.
yeah, that's pretty much
Where
it with the
where
north.
you
Is
guys are probably
Seasoning and a
talking
rub,
about.
and there's a little bit more into it. A
Yeah.
lot
Yeah,
of people are.
you guys are like smoking meats
Yep.
and
yeah,
rubs and yeah.
yeah. Here barbecue takes it's regional in the south, so you
Yeah.
get different variants of what barbecue can mean. For instance, in my neck of the woods, if you say barbecue, you're talking about pulled pork, and you're not
Yeah.
talking about just any kind of pulled pork. You're talking about uh Michael Reed. Do you know what polenta is? That's what Jen wanted to know.
No, not really.
Okay, she said you also
I've
try
heard
biscuits
of
and gravy.
polenta. Yeah. Ah, yeah, biscuits and gravy. Well, yeah. I mean, we
It's
don't
so
have anything like that either.
yeah,
I mean, if you ask for biscuits in Australia, you're going to get you're going to get cookies.
yeah. We were talking about that with
Basically,
we
yeah,
were, we
yeah,
were talking about that.
basically,
Yeah, we were talking about that with Blue Harvest. Even on that, it was
yeah,
because when we sent him a to go box, or like a care package one day with
yeah.
some things,
I've
and
seen him unbox them. Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
sent us scones once, and I was like, oh, it's just like an American biscuit. It's a little
yeah,
sweeter.
yeah. Scone. Well, yeah, my grandfather used to make scones every Sunday morning.
Never had one yet.
We'd go there every Sunday morning and have scones with my grandfather when he was alive.
Yeah,
It used to be his thing, but I always pictured it to be similar to that,
yeah,
but maybe slightly different in taste, obviously. But
and the gravy is it's a sausage gravy, which is like,
Yes.
oh, it's so good. I love it. I love the fact that like I can go to like several restaurants around here and they all have it.
yeah, that's cool.
No, I went to a place the other day for breakfast, and they advertised it as biscuits and gravy. It was just like a regular gravy you put on mashed potatoes. It wasn't the
Oh,
same.
oh,
Really?
please tell me if that owner was anywhere from near the South, they lost their Southern card. They cannot say yeehaw at any point in time in life. That if I'd have been in there, Dave, I'd have thrown the plate and said, no, you are done. You lose your chef card real quick there. That's an insult.
No, it's got to be done properly. But yeah, no, I think I would enjoy trying that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if I could attempt to make my own version here in Australia.
Yeah, Jen said, ew, you do not put brown gravy on biscuits. I've got several friends that live in North Carolina, actually, Dre. I've got one that lives up in Elizabeth City. I've got Michael New, who pops up in here all the time. He lives up in the mountains. And another thing you can use, Dre, is you can use milk. I've seen people use like kind of like a heavy cream, almost like a very unsweetened heavy cream.
Mm.
That's another thing, but I will say that milk is the way to go.
Okay. I'm sure that I'd be able to try and make them myself, but it wouldn't be the same as someone that had been brought up making them.
Yeah.
No,
Jen was wanting to know if she could email you about the. I got to get your email address at some point. I think you've got mine, don't you, Michael?
I think I emailed you once, so
Yeah,
yeah, I can
shoot me an
always
email.
email
Yeah,
you again. And
shoot me an
yeah,
email after the stream, and I'll forward it to Jen so she can kind of get you the recipe for biscuits and
oh
gravy.
really? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and
Very
eventually,
nice of you.
once we can get a chance to, I may have to look in sending out some care packages here soon.
Oh, care package.
Yeah, we like spoiling people with snacks.
Yeah, I noticed the ones you send Mark, and then I've
Yeah.
seen Mark send you guys stuff. That's
Oh
cool.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now. He always we hadn't done it. We hadn't done that in a while. I gotta get with him again soon. See if there's anything he wants from the States. I know combos are a big thing for him. So
Yeah, I was gonna say he loves those.
Really?
He
The
always-
pretzel snacks?
yeah,
combos. He loves the cheese ones, doesn't
yeah,
he?
the cheese ones.
I like the
Yeah,
pizza ones.
I know
Okay.
I've sent him Slim Jims before too.
Yeah, I don't think we get combos here in Australia. Although I do have, actually, I have a USA grocery store here in my city.
Really?
Yeah, so I can actually go in there,
Yeah,
and they do sell a lot of condiments, a lot of different, like there's like a whole shelving section of just rubs and stuff for
yeah,
doing your own barbecue, smoking and stuff. Millions of different types of barbecue sauces and
Nice.
that kind of stuff. But I mean, they also get your you know, like your Twinkies and
yeah.
all your,
All the
so you
snack
get
stuff. Yeah,
you get your cakes, and then you get the candies. But we also do get some like frozen goods and stuff like that. Like
yeah. And Blind Mag, you're totally right. Nothing beats Grandma's cooking.
yeah. True. Like I've brought a few cereals. My favorite cereal at the moment from the US is Fruity Pebbles. Just like your Unusual Mike, he loves them too, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love Fruity Pebbles.
Now,
So I can get those here.
yeah,
I haven't tried Captain Crunch because I've been told that it's really scratchy on the old mouth.
it is. It's a really sharp cereal.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go there. What's the? I haven't tried Lucky Charms yet. I've been looking at trying.
Lucky Charms is
good.
nice. I love Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp is good.
Cookie Crisp. I don't know if I've seen that one.
They actually look like little chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, they like little chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, okay. I'll keep an eye out for it. For some reason,
They're good just to snack
apparently
on.
eating nails, according to Noah.
we are getting a lot of American foods are coming through the Australian market now.
Yeah,
It seems weird, but we've been injected by it. It's we have these convenience store chains that are importing American foods
yeah,
and putting them on their shelves. So
huh?
I can literally go to the end of my street, and there's a gas station there, and in one of the aisles there, they'll have like some Hershey's products and stuff like that
Yeah.
we don't normally sell in Australia, and some sodas and maybe a couple of cereal boxes, and that's just at the end of my street now.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing that we've got that kind of thing happening now.
Oh, here we go. We're getting some cereal suggestions. Dre says honeycombs.
Honeycombs.
Blind Mag says golden grams.
Yes,
Well,
definitely.
we-
Or cinnamon
only
toast
seen-
crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I've seen Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I've seen those. I can
Frosted
get that
Flakes
in
are my
Australia.
go-to.
Because
I love Frosted Flakes, but I grew up eating them as a kid.
Yeah, we had those we had Frosted Flakes in Australia,
well,
but
Michael-
they disappeared. We were left with cornflakes, but we used to
golden
get
grams
Frosted
and cinnamon
Flakes.
toast crunch are basically the same thing,
Let's-
except cinnamon toast
Noah.
crunch is just sugar overload.
Oh, okay. Well, Frosted Flakes were like a really sugary version of
Yeah, it's just
cornflakes,
it's just
yeah.
cornflakes.
yeah, cornflakes. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's all it is. But it's just for some. I grew up eating those a lot. Sugar. Let's see. If you're watching Sugar, multigrain Cheerios, Cocoa Pebbles or Fruit Loops.
What
Oh, I
about
love those.
shredded wheats?
Well, we get those.
Mm-hmm.
We actually they're called Cocoa Pops here.
Yeah.
We get Cocoa Pops, which are the chocolate version.
Yeah.
And we do get Fruit Loops. We actually do have Sam the Tooth Can or whatever he was, the
Toucan Sam.
Toucan Sam. There you go. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Corn Pops also taste great. I love Corn Pops.
There
Smacks.
was
That's a good one. I
Smacks. No,
Yeah,
I
it was
haven't
the one
seen
with the
that.
frog on the box. Those
I haven't
sugar
seen that
smacks.
one.
who is that?
No, I haven't seen that one in Australia.
I don't think I've seen that one in a while here.
There used to be one I absolutely loved. It was
Captain
a
Crunch?
Kellogg's product. It was
Hello?
what Cocoa Pops like in Australia, but they also had orangutan, like a orangutan character, and his were orange, and you mix them together, and it
Not
tastes
sure who
like
that
a
is.
chocolate orange treat.
Hmm.
And for
Someone
some
just
reason, they just
jumped
stopped
into the chat.
making
And I'm
it.
trying to figure out
I
who it
was
is.
just like, oh.
What, on Twitch?
No, on on our StreamYard, it's someone named Nick.
Mm-mm.
I'm waiting to see who that is. Nick, if you can post in the chat who you are and if you're one of our builders, I was about to say I don't recognize him. Let me go back up here to the top and make sure I delete. I don't think that was Viraj.
What was the last name?
It just said Nick. Like they were in our group. I was looking at them. I was like, I don't recognize who that is. Get rid of that comment. That was a little odd.
Mm.
I did add and they didn't have their mic on.
Yeah, no, just a
And they have
screen
a-
popped up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there an icon or anything?
There was an icon. I couldn't tell who
What
it
did
was.
it look like?
Like I said, it didn't look
Like
it did,
blue, black, red?
I don't know who it was. Like I don't.
Hmm.
They wasn't one of our. Not unless it was one of our ones in the chat group. I don't know. But I did just get a new follower on Twitch here.
That's
Guys,
cool.
I might start dual streaming the D&D streams as well on here as well. So
There you go.
we can start doing that as well.
That's cool.
Like a Discord icon. I wonder who that was because I don't have anybody from Discord. I didn't send this out on Discord. Interesting. Nick, if you'd like to introduce yourself in the chat, that way we can get to know you. By the way, I just gained another sub, so thank you so much. Hi, Lord Coggleston. How's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Mm.
Just gained a new sub over on YouTube, so now we are 63 away from me dressing up like a Teletubby. Guys, by the way, that's going to be a thing. I'm doing a giveaway once we hit 1,500 subscribers to all of my YouTube viewers.
Teletubby. I'm looking forward to this.
Oh,
I'm actually picking out the suit, picking out the costume, like going through and looking at it now to see which one would work best.
earlier on my stream,
Yeah.
someone asked, so if he's going to be the Teletubby, who's going to be the son? And I joked, I said, oh, maybe it'll be Jen.
Yeah, she's not getting on camera. Good luck with that.
Did you say Jen's jumping on camera if you get another 63 subscribers? Is that what you just said? She's going to kill me.
Welcome to the stream, Lord Coggleston. Glad to have you here. Messiah is handling my Twitch side of things, kind of helping me guard Twitch. I appreciate you, Messiah, for being a mod for me. I've got to seriously work on my Twitch skills a little bit. I'm new to Twitch as far as streaming goes. I've been lurking on there for a long time, watching a few of my streamers. Like I've been watching.
I tried to dual stream a
love it.
couple times, but it's like you can only be in so many
lurking.
places at once.
Yeah,
As far as modding,
I've been on Twitch. I've been kind of on Twitch as a supporter more than streamer, my good friend Jaeger from Jaeger Clutch. I go on there and watch her. I watch Jen said, "Good thing you live across the world, Michael."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I figured I was about to get killed.
there's a
even
running
as it was
gag I
leaving my
use
mouth.
whenever Jen gets like looks like she's starting to get angry. I always think of Ralph Wiggum
Oh no.
from The Simpsons, looking
Yeah.
on the bus, going, "Haha, I'm in danger." That's the first thought that goes in my head every time. She says she's just going to send you a box of licorice now. That's rough. All right, so now I'm working on building the legs of this kit. Guys, I've actually got the head, torso, waistline, and arms, and now feet done. We are working on the legs of this kit. This is a fun kit, and I mean, I'm knocking it out. You're working on the Perfect Strike? Nice. The MG Perfect Strike. That is a beautiful kit.
Nice. That was at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah. The perfect grade was? Oh, the MG. Never mind. I was thinking. Sorry. Why was I thinking perfect grade just then when you said it was at Hobby Lobby, Dave? I don't know. That was weird. My brain went to thinking perfect grades. Guys, at 200 at episode 200 of Gunpla Hangar, I will be building the Dendrobium kit that I picked up. I know that's a long ways from now.
That's gonna be awesome.
Ricardo's now following me on Twitch. Thank you, Ricardo. I'm gonna be working on trying to. She says she's gonna call the pizza shops and make you pay for it. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! I had to laugh, though, guys, because Will has started joining us on Fortnite now. I played with him a little bit last night. It was a lot of fun.
On Britter's stream?
No, I played a few matches on Britterbug's stream, but I was having such a rough night that I had to hop off.
I get that.
I wasn't getting so many good wins.
Yeah, the sweats were with us this weekend.
Nice, Coggle. That's awesome. Can I what would you prefer me call you there, Lord Coggleston? Coggle? Lord? I can call you anything.
Lord Hammers.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, Noah. That was the golden age of college football. There, I enjoyed watching him play. I was a kid when he played, I believe. Jen just listed all the pizza ingredients there she's ordering.
I just saw. Yeah, with an extra hot sauce. Oh wow!
So
I retract my previous statement. I apologize to Jen. I am now cowering in the corner.
Cat's thinking, is that all it took?
I appreciate you, Lord Coggleston. Let me see. Was that him that actually tried to join a minute ago? If it was, if that was you trying to join the build, you're more than welcome to come join, Lord Coggleston.
Mayhaps.
I was looking to see if that matched.
Now, hang on. Do I have to put something fancy on if the Lord's going to join us? Because I need some time to sort out my wardrobe.
Michael, put something on, would you?
Yeah. This is why I love you guys.
No, trust me. How cats streams usually go. Trust me. It there's a reason why they're late night streams.
I'm being very well behaved, Dave.
Yes, you are.
All right, I gotta look at this. Okay, that goes like that.
Because you fear Jen.
Yeah, well, with good reason.
Lord have mercy.
Some people
No, I
have
said if
guard
the Lord
dogs.
is joining us, I need to find my pants Bible. Diablo sauce is weak, Noah. Diablo sauce is super weak. I love a good spice.
So you guys have craziness over hot sauces. We don't. It's not a thing in Australia, really.
Yeah, we like spicy stuff, especially like the further
Yeah,
south
I
you go.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The further south you go, the more it gets a little heated.
Yeah, I've noticed
There's
that.
places you have to sign waivers.
Yeah, we're not
Michael.
quite that. There are places that are like that. Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, we do get different hot sauces and stuff like Thai community things like
Yeah.
that, but I guess because we don't have that sort of Mexican South American food culture as
Yeah.
large as you guys do.
I
So
got to look at this one. I think I may have put on the part backwards here.
oh no,
Do this
That's
without
not allowed.
busting it. Y'all know I do at least one thing. One of the major gunpla crimes. Every stream, I either drop a part. No,
yeah,
that's
but
on
see,
right. That's on right.
that's when you turn around and
Drop
go,
a
now
part, send one
this
flying
is an
across the
example of
room.
what not to do.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Gunpla."
Exactly.
This is what you shouldn't do. I'm glad I could help everyone.
This is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do.
Start your engines. How's it going, man? We're signing waivers for the hot sauce is the best. I know, man. How's everything been going? Y'all getting ready for the con here soon?
Are you
Start your
serious?
engines as part of the Shade Tree Hobbies family, and they were working hard doing some 3D printing that's going to be really cool. Dave, I saw something that you would like in their shop.
Oh yeah,
Their home shop that they're working in, man.
Oh.
Let's just say it. Who you gonna call, Dave? Let's just say it.
do tell.
Oh. Who are you going to call?
Ooh, Blind Mag, I'm coming to eat with y'all from now on.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't know whether I'd survive the American cuisine with all the spiciness.
Oh, they posted it way too early. Oh, that's funny.
For the Proton pack to make it Frozen Empire.
Yeah.
This is where the rod goes for the iron arm.
Yeah.
This is the Frozen Empire one. I've already printed about 3 of these for a few people.
Nice. By the way, they're making D&D dice now, guys. So if you're in the area or if you'd like to order some from them, get with
So what sort of
Shade Tree
Ghostbuster
Hobbies.
stuff were they printing?
I'm not at liberty to say because they're selling it for the con. So I'll let them divulge their secrets.
I mean, if they're selling stuff, I mean, I might be interested in purchasing. If they do, they have like an Etsy store or something.
Start Your Engines. Do y'all have an Etsy store? I want to say yes. If I can get a business card from them, I'll get with them. Oh, by the way, guys, my banner is actually coming in this week. I'm super excited about that. My official con banner is coming in. The one I'm gonna be hanging behind me. I just got to get the stuff.
Nice.
I've got a stand to hang it, but I might buy a better stand for it before too long. All right, time to put some stickers on. We're almost done with the stickers, by the way.
Wow, you're amazing. I've hardly built anything, but then I'm just enjoying the company and taking my time. I'm not really in a hurry.
And see, that's how I met a lot of my Gundam builders, by the way, was we would do so. You got Wrathful Angel who's in the chat sometimes. Wait a minute. Speaking of Gunpla, and he said not an Etsy, too many fees, personal order AT at the moment. Okay. By the way, speaking of classy, we've got Salacious Rum here in the chat. Jeez, what happened? This place used to be a classy establishment. Now look at the clientele. I've seen more pairs of pants on a nun's. How's it going, Salacious? Everybody remember, monkey lizards are for life, not for spit roasting.
Well, sometimes.
Hey, and I can hear the tone.
Yeah, I can too.
Jen typed that Salacious out in.
By the way, speaking of Salacious, I'll be joining him Monday, May 20th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern American time. I'm going to be joining him he's going to stay
6:30?
Yeah, he's gonna be hosting a late night stream, and I'll be.
I'll be able to actually listen to it for once.
Yeah, he asked me what time would be good for me, and I told him I get off work at 5, so 6:30 would be ideal because I can get set up in my studio, come right on in here, and hang out with my favorite monkey lizard.
You know, he's been buying Gundams as well.
I know. I've been lurking on the Top Gun.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah, Top Gun model building.
Yes. He's.
I'll never forget when Salacious bought his first Gundam.
Yeah.
And he sent me a message of it. And it was a real grade, and I was like, "Well, I got to go get me a real grade now because I have no real grades like that."
Real grade. He went straight to real grade.
But yeah,
go big or go home.
Dave, reach out to Alan, Wrathful Angel, when you get a moment.
Sure.
And he can probably get you hooked up with them to kind of get an order made.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they have.
Everybody saying hey to Rome. Messiah said he thought Salacious had disappeared. He hadn't seen him in so long. Other than many games. Yeah, Salacious has been playing some pretty good games lately, too.
Yeah. He's
Helldivers?
been busy.
I saw one from Helldivers.
He's been packing up his flat.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, he's I think he's planning on buying something soon, but
nice.
He's trying to sell the one he's in. So I believe the count is up to 4 now of storage lockers.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, he's got 4 of them packed to the brim with all his collection. And
how many of those storage units is nothing but Blobby?
Oh, there's probably at least one devoted to Blobby.
Yeah,
there's got to be at least a Blobby wing. I mean,
Rum, is it like a Blobby shrine more than an actual storage unit?
Well, I just can't wait. You know what'll be great. Like
Jen said, what if Salacious is conquering the world with a USA move next?
Well, you know, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Rum in the US.
That would have to be its own television show.
No, I know what would bring Rum to the US. Shanti's mother.
There you go.
He's got a little love interest.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah. Oh well, actually, there you go. She might
see.
He might move to where's Cat live? Colorado, I guess.
Colorado. It's cold there. I don't know if his monkey lizard can handle it.
I'm just warning you, Salacious. If you do move to Colorado, he said, "Hey, Lady Catherine."
There you go, Lady Catherine.
Jen said she would watch the Salacious Rome World Tour on the Netflix special.
See, there you go. Make it happen.
Here's the thing, if Salacious removed to Colorado, I just have to warn you, Salacious, it's cold enough for shrinkage. And as someone who is worried about that, you do not want to risk, being emaciated by the fact that it goes from being an outie to an innie.
Oh no. That's fantastic.
They would give me stickers that I have to wrap around something here.
Oh, yeah, they're tough, those stickers sometimes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The ones
water decals are
Salacious says
the worst.
Salacious says he has a harem of special ladies in the United States.
See?
Well,
I will say, though, Salacious, you are more than welcome to the United States to come hang out with all of us and do a United States World Tour. It would take you a while because the U.S. is a pretty massive place.
Yeah, I was going to say, and he's got friends far and wide.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He can go stay with a 1,000th Ghost.
Well, I mean, I guess he could cross off Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado, he's got Cat, Ghost.
Cat, and then, yeah.
And then there's several others out there in the Colorado area. He's he comes to the south. He's got a lot of us. Go to the.
Well, I was going to say you'd have to go to North.
Darth Blaze is in California.
Yeah, California. You got Darth Blaze. You got Captain Spaulding. You got all kinds of. You got a lot of people in California. You got Joey from Padawan.
Yeah, I'm glad that
I'm glad he's okay. Yeah,
I read that. I was like, wow.
that scared me because I mean that could have been worse. That could have been a lot worse.
You know,
It's a grower, not a shower, anyway.
Wow.
I love it. This is why I love Rum. This is why he's one of my favorite people, or one of my favorite monkey lizards.
He's
Delivering space bananas from coast to coast. Yeah, you got North and South Carolina. So I know where Lady Cat's sister lives. Wink, wink. Rum. By the way, I just got to show you all this. So I've been looking all over for one of my coasters that I had for from like a loot box a while back, like one of those like nerd crates loot box,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was looking for a coaster to put up on my desk. I found this one, the Pan Pacific Defense Corps.
Pan Pacific Defense Corps.
Pacific Rim.
Yep.
From Uprising.
Aaron, do you need someone to try and print you maybe a Helldiver or something like that?
Ooh.
Coaster?
I would love it. I would love something Helldiverish to put on my desk.
I'll go through all the free files.
Rum saying hey to everybody here. I'm glad to have you here tonight, Rum. I was about to say, Rum, are you down to come on camera for a little bit and hang out with us?
He's it's probably very early morning, so
yeah,
it'll be an interesting.
I'm thinking about having a community day chat soon myself, and just inviting all of y'all on here to come hang out and talk. Just having it where we can all come on here and just shoot the breeze and talk about, the state of our hobbies and just have a good hangout, Yeah. I've got the paid subscription now for StreamYard. So
yeah, I've been doing that for a while because me and Dre were doing the Outer Dimension.
Yeah.
So it just made sense because we could you can do your own overlays, your own custom backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's nice. Not perfect, but nice.
Yeah. And I want to kind of do more of like just a general chat night one night. It would have to be kind of one of my off nights, just because I got so much going on, or either just take a night off from one of my games, which we are grinding through Baldur's Gate now, which is a lot of fun.
Oh. Did you catch Rum's character from Baldur's Gate?
I did not. I did not.
It'll give you nightmares.
It'll change your world, mate. It'll change your world.
I need to see this.
Aaron, you might not be able to sleep.
That's okay.
I've watched the streams.
It's yeah. It's an interesting choice of character.
It's prerogative, and it's thought provoking.
See, I could probably deal with that.
And I think that's the most polite way to put it.
Yeah. Let's leave it at that.
And it is Salacious's character. So.
I want to get Rum on here to play D&D with us one night.
Actually, there's supposed to be like something going on between Monkey Lizard Army versus Red 5. Luna Girl was trying to recruit people.
D&D, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, Rum's trying to get some players.
I think it's just supposed to be like a one-off, Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So maybe you could join them. I don't know.
Yeah. I know.
Depending on schedules.
Yeah, it depends on schedules. My schedule's been so just off kilter lately. 2
Saturdays away for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Right now, I'm playing. Rome would probably like this because I normally play big old barbarian dudes. I'm still playing a big barbarian dude, but now I'm playing a dragonborn barbarian dude.
Oh.
So all lizard people,
Yeah. Well, would it be correct to say, Dave, that Rum would be at the opposite?
Trans Rum, the halfling barbarian.
Yeah, that's
definitely.
what he is. That's what he is. He's definitely the opposite end of the scale.
I've never heard of a halfling barbarian, and I'm all for it now. I am all for it.
And it's a trans as well. Don't worry about that.
It's a trans character.
Okay.
It's a trans character. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's been very interesting watching Rum play that game.
I've seen bits and pieces, but I love it. I love it.
Actually, you'd probably love playing that game with Rum because, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at doing a
Isn't it
video
like him
series
and
on it.
John?
Yeah, they were talking about last night whether they should restart it. You know, different characters, and
Well,
my
they were
first
talking
thought
about it
was,
earlier today on
yeah,
Lego
that's
Studs.
yeah, that's right. So I was like, what could Rum come up with next? I mean,
Do you really
that
want to
character,
ask that question?
like, what could he come up with next?
It's Rum. He can.
Yeah,
His imagination knows no bounds.
yeah.
I mean, how did he land on that character to start off with? But yeah, I just.
Michael, do you really want to go down there rabbit
Yeah.
hole?
I know. Well,
Do we want to
he's from
cross?
the Shire. He does say he's from the Shire, so he does say that he's Hobbit people. So
Rob, I can't show that on screen, but I love it.
I read it.
Like, oh my.
yeah, he did. He did. Imagine if you were in the game with him and you had to wait for that to happen.
Oh.
Oh, Rum.
This is why everybody has to have at least one moment with Salacious Rum.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have that Rum experience, you know. Oh my god. That's perfect. It's just perfect.
I couldn't believe it the first time I saw he's playing that game. I was like,
Yeah.
what is he? I was trying to work out what the character was.
Yeah.
You know, the other guys were like these big, huge, like knight-looking characters.
Yeah.
And Rum's this little dwarf running around with
Hardly anything on, if
boobs
anything.
and boobs and a bikini top, and with a sword and shield. And I'm like, what is this guy doing?
Looking like something like out of Tyrion Lannister's What Dreams.
Yeah, the chat's going, oh my god, I need an adult. God, oh my god, oh my eyes are burning. Just from laughing. Oh
Aaron,
my god, yeah.
He hasn't even started on you yet. Just imagine what the stream is going to be like.
Oh, I can't wait for I can't wait for next Monday. That is going to be just. I'm already prepared and just.
I don't think you're prepared. I'm sorry.
I don't think you're prepared, but yeah, you're ready for it.
I'm ready for it. At this point, I mean, as someone who tends to be chaotic neutral, I am super excited for it.
Oh wow!
Oh my god! That is the highlight of my night right there. With the tentacle guy.
That survived.
He did it with Emperor Tentacle Fish, man, for 15 minutes. He stuck his tentacles in the right place. Oh my god. The conversation pieces that you have with Salacious Rum.
Did you see what Norse Cult put?
Yeah.
God is dead, we killed him.
The other guys would be fighting Aaron.
Yeah.
In the game, and Rum would be trying to hit on somebody in the bar.
So real life.
Trying to get laid. While the other guys were getting slayed. Yeah. Rum would be in the background somewhere, like hitting on somebody.
Well, you know what? Here, there, Jen. Yeah, there we go. There we go, Jen. Yeah, at this point, I've already read it out loud. Cap dropping a dab party. Let's go. Thank you, Cap. Going, brother.
Cap's the best.
He is. I love Cap. He sent me plenty of messages telling him, keeping me positive, and I love when you guys do that. Ricardo keeping the dab party alive. Thank you so much, Ricardo.
Woohoo.
By the way, I'm sorry for your eardrums, guys. If I ever play that, I did not realize how loud I made that, and I have to go back and edit it. And
What? Huh?
yeah, my previous
Still
iteration
here.
is
This
still
year. No, I'm kidding.
my previous iteration, or like my work in progress on that is missing. I tried to find the file the other day, and it was like, oh, you don't exist. So I'm planning on making it a little better. I'm probably going to end up upgrading it to like a better quality. Ooh, that was rough. A little bit of coleslaw just tried to fight its way back up.
Oh no, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suffering with acid reflux disease, you know.
Yeah, it
I'm
sucks.
sorry, I don't know.
I had a hernia through the 90s.
We can't hear you. Funny, Noah. A hernia through the 90s? Oof.
Yeah, I hated it.
I can imagine. Fortunately, I've never had to deal with one of those, but I've had friends that have, and it's just, and family that have, and it's just, oh, I feel for you, man.
Mine was one of the smaller tears, but
Yeah.
still, I used to get a bit of that stomach reflux, and I
Yeah.
hated it.
I've had reflux since I was a baby, and it's just like it's something I'm just stuck with it
I do sympathise, sir. It sucks.
to the point that I don't know. I had the stomach bug a while back, and I'd thrown up so much that I sneezed one day and pulled a muscle in my throat.
Oh, really?
And I sounded like Sam Elliott. I had that, deep, gravelly voice.
Oh,
yeah, but didn't Jen love that?
No, she did not. She was ready for this voice to be back. I loved it. I was the one that was a fan of it.
Him and a bunch of other actors are supposed to be doing Grendel.
Ooh,
Sam
cool.
Elliott's.
I didn't pick it up, Noah. I didn't.
Dave Bautista is supposed to be whatchamacallit, the hero from it. Oh God, how am I blanking on his name?
You talking about like Beowulf or?
Yeah, he's supposed to be Beowulf.
Okay.
What's his name from Tron? Jeff Bridges is in there. He's supposed to be. I think he's actually supposed to be Grendel.
Huh.
Yeah, I was just reading about it last night. I'm like, it seems like interesting casting, but we'll see.
C110, C210. All right, I gotta see where I'm at on this. I probably will need this runner here in a second, towards the end. Yet. All right, so I'm working on the legs now, guys, and this is actually interesting. So this is what I've gotten done for the legs so far. I need to break out C2, 10, and 11. Or C1, 10, and 11, C2, 10, and 11. And this is where that interesting, like, leg design comes in that we see in the Thunderbolt series. Especially for this suit.
Okay, looks like I'm missing a piece. Where are you? Okay, there you are.
Rum's character is hilarious. And Beowulf has been tried time and time.
Oh yes,
a few times before.
It's so badly hasn't been done.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's such an epic. It's such an epic story to begin with that it's kind of hard to get it to do it justice.
Yeah,
just because of how old that story is and how everything kind of doesn't age properly and
translate.
Yeah, it doesn't translate well. Yeah.
I mean, Christopher Lambert did one about, I think, like 8 years ago. It did not turn out well.
Okay, I got to figure this out. So I need to take sticker number 9 and get that into this leg area that I'm making here. So we're going to take. This is kind of stressful here. Okay, so the part that is this part. Okay, so this part takes sticker number 9, and that sticker number 9 is going to go on this here. Justin, how's it going? Hope you are doing well. Okay, I see what I'm having to do here. I was looking at the sticker like, how is that supposed to work? And now I got it. Okay, so this is, I need this piece here. Actually, let's go with this piece here. What I need to do is I have to get this on just right. So that goes on like that.
Goes here. No, goes here.
We're going to. This is a little bit. Yes, that's going to be fun. I may need to keep a set of toothpicks or something in here for sticker work eventually.
Yeah, I recommend it, mate. Really do.
Yeah. Two weeks until you move, Justin? Nice. Agreed, Noah. Agreed. 2 weeks until you move, man. Y'all will be close. Yeah, y'all will be a lot closer. We can definitely make a few more stops or figure out travel arrangements there to hang out more, Justin. I actually got to meet Justin for the first time early this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He's been one of my longtime viewers. Came and joined us on Apex a few times when we were playing Apex.
Nice.
I definitely want to get back into playing Apex again, but if you think Fortnite gets real hard sometimes, Dave,
I've played Apex once or twice before.
Apex makes me rage quit so bad.
You know when I finally uninstalled? I uninstalled the finals.
Yeah. I played that for a few weeks, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I enjoyed it whenever it was like getting started with it. I got you there, Justin. I understand that. I'm having a hard time finding help getting lumber because the only truck we did have access to has now is no longer in service, so I might have to figure something out. I may have to just rent a service truck, like rent a truck from Home Depot or something. I hate to do that because they charge you an arm and a leg to do that, but
oh no,
you got to rent like a U-Haul.
That's where they get their monies.
Yeah. The only other option I have is I could probably reach out to like my, Charlie that pops in here every now and then. That plays Fortnite sometimes with us.
Yeah.
I could reach out to his mom and dad, but I don't like they live further away. They live closer to that like Beaufort area, so I hate bothering people. I feel like I'm a bother if I ask.
Yeah. And
I know I shouldn't feel that way. I know that I shouldn't have that concern, but
you shouldn't, but you can't help feeling that way.
Yeah. That's my biggest problem is I get like super concerned that I'm just I don't want people to think that that's all I'm trying to use.
That's all you are. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And if you're a decent person, that's how you think. So
yeah,
don't worry about it, Aaron. I think I think we get it, definitely.
Yeah. A lot of us are that way, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Lumber is really it's getting expensive again. It had a break where it actually kind of lowered its prices a little bit, and I was getting excited and it shot back up. Luckily, I don't need too much lumber. Luckily, we're good on that. Because I had kind of planned ahead for that and got it while it was still affordable. I think I need like a couple of pieces just for construction, but I think I actually have it for the most part. All right, I need to cut out. I need the A1 runner again. A18, A28. Here now. Building. I gotta. I don't think this really matters because I think they're both the same. There's A18 on that. I'll set that off to the side. A114. Now we're just kind of building the knee of this suit.
Yeah, as I said, that's an amazing suit. So
It is. I love this suit. It's one of my favorites.
I'm looking forward to this seeing what it's like.
Oof. Justin, that's a lot. 13-hour days of driving. Because he's coming all the way from
Ooh.
like the Midwest to, I think he's he's in the Colorado area right now, but he's moving out to the East Coast to be closer to family.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be on the road too.
It is. We do 10 hours every time we go to visit Jen's parents.
I was going to say 9-10 hours of driving. That's probably,
Yeah, it's definitely a lot.
yeah. I suppose. I mean, the only other way you could do it, I suppose, is do 4 9-hour days or something. I guess.
Yeah.
Something like that. Mm.
Lots of breaks, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's important too when on long road trips and.
Yeah. Those long trips, though, I mean, it wears me down every time. Like, I know Jen gets frustrated with me because I get
Cranky.
no, I just get like tired real quickly anymore. Ever since just with driving like that, I tend to get road fatigue real easy.
Gotcha.
So like I'll start like zoning out, and then next thing you know, I'm dozing off at the wheel.
Yeah.
And it's always with long trips. Short trips don't ever do me like that. All right, guys, look at that. That is just.
Oh wow.
Nice.
That is a piece of beauty right there. Just the added bits of, color in there. I got to clean up some of those like runner undergatings that we have here. That piece of undergating right there that I need to clean up. And you guys see that I'm just using my nippers for most of my cleanup stuff. As long as you got a good, steady, flat, as long as it's a good pair of nippers, you can have a little shake in your hand. Just make sure that you're accurate with that cut. All right,
Yeah.
I need to get the stickers on this, and after that, I've completed the sticker use. At least for this, they do add some detail stickers as well to the lineup.
Yeah.
All right, so I got to look and see which one is which. So we got that done there. I'm gonna set that one off to the side because I'm gonna need this one here is my first one. Yes, Noah, a good pair of nippers. I know where you're going with that, you prevert.
Wah, wah, wah. I mean, would you expect anything less?
I wouldn't. Not from Noah. That's why me and him are good friends, though. Almost brothers. He's like that one chaotic brother everyone should have. We've all got that
I've
one.
got a younger brother, and he drives me mad. So.
Yeah.
I like the idea of picking your brothers. That sounds better.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think I'd choose you to be my brother.
Almost brothers. He said almost brothers. Dick.
Gundam Bros. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
It sounds like a good name for a Gundam shop. Gundam Bros.
So, Gundam Bros would be a good name for a shop. However, it feels too close to Gundam Pro or Gundam Pros.
Okay.
Up in Maryland, up in Massachusetts. I think they're in the New Bedford area of Massachusetts, which is familiar territory for Jen.
Well, my go-to store is called Gundam Plus.
Yeah.
Call it Iron Blooded Brothers. There you go.
Oh. I'm actually
I love
9 episodes into Witches of Mercury.
How are you liking it so far?
Yeah, well, I've been told that it's not like the other shows. So
yeah, it's definitely a different experience. I need to get back and watch it.
I quite like it.
I think you're actually farther in it than I am because I just kind of ran out of time to really kind of dive in and watch shows
Well, I
But
found an English dubbed version
yeah,
on the Gundam info website, so I've been watching that version.
I was watching it on. It's on Crunchyroll, so I've been watching it on that.
I don't know Crunchyroll. That's not a thing here, but
Yeah, it's like it's an American anime service. They
yeah,
bought
right.
out
Yeah.
Funimation.
See, some
So
of those services that you get, we don't.
yeah,
It doesn't work in my region, unfortunately.
I think I thought they were international, but
They could be.
it could
I've
be.
I just never heard of it, so I'm new to this world, so it might just be me being naive to the anime
I've got
world. That's
I've
all.
got a subscription to Crunchyroll, and it's like I enjoy some of the stuff I find on there, but I don't. I need
So
to
that's
watch
what
it
it
more because I'm paying for it, so I need to use it.
that's what it's called, Crunchyroll. Yeah.
Yes, yes, Noah. Don't create any more characters. Stop making characters, Noah. Just stop. Yeah, I think he's addicted to character creation. Yeah, Crunchyroll is the name.
Okay.
I was about to say check and see what the availability and
Oh yeah,
pricing is.
Funimation Company. Okay.
Yeah. They Funimation. They bought Funimation out,
Oh,
and
maybe I can get it here.
yeah,
All right. Excuse my coughing.
you're good. You're good. You're getting over the
I'm
getting over
hoping
the
I'm
flu.
getting rid of this
Yeah,
flu
hopefully.
thing.
All right, my sticker sheet is clear.
Oh wow,
Michael,
yeah.
no dying on stream.
And with that, guys, that's all the sticker work I had to do.
Well
Hopefully.
done.
Hopefully.
You're welcome to pop over and do all my sticker work.
I mean, I have extra stickers that I can put on this.
I'm definitely going to try and do them all.
Yeah,
Of course I am. Of course I am. Makes the kit look so much different.
I will say I don't like some of the stickers on this kit though. There's a lot of like contour stickers that you have to work around, like contours and stuff, and that can be a little bit of a pain.
Yeah, they're the hard, or ones that you've got to wrap around something sometimes. They're not fun either. Wow. Look at Dave's machines coming together there.
I know. All right, so let's get started on building the leg pieces here. So I need to grab the D1 runner. That is the B1. Let me move C runner over a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to go D1.
Well, you know what? I can actually say, Aaron, that this is one of my bucket list items I can cross off now.
What's that?
Building a Gundam with you, man.
Yeah.
There you go. I've actually, it's something that I was like, oh, one day I hope I get to do that. And here I am doing it.
And I was about to say you are part of this. You are part of this community through and through, man. So you are you are always welcome here.
Thank you, sir. No, I appreciate you having me on. It's nice.
Yeah, and now that I have the bonus spots,
Normally I'd be at work. Actually, no, I would be knocking off about now, or maybe, but I'd be in the car driving all the way home. And I might have been listening to you for the last hour or so, but I probably wouldn't have been able to do what I'm doing now. That's for sure, which is build with you. So,
well, like I said, I'm gonna try to make more of an effort to get more of these out there.
Yeah, well, so I think it's something you're famous for too, man.
I love it. It's actually been like my more popular videos have been Gundam videos.
There you go.
Which has been crazy. Like I would have never thought that those would have been, my takeoff,
But as I was saying before, like it makes sense to me because you can also communicate with, the people that follow you better on this platform. Like,
Yeah.
You don't have to hit pause on some game, or you don't have to. Yeah. Oh damn! I died because I lost concentration. I was reading the comments.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, yeah. So yeah, this is just a more of a relaxed way to sort of hang out with all of us. I like it.
Oh, Noah's playing around with the custom emotes you can get. If you are a member of the channel for $2.99 a month, guys, you get some awesome things to play with, like the hey yeah and the which you can't see it on the chat there, but It doesn't show up well on StreamYard. Cold build Gundams. I like that. I like that, Messiah. I've actually thought about dedicating another channel strictly to Gundam stuff, but I don't have enough time to really manage that. However, I'm starting to work now on getting my videos edited and done ahead of time. And who knows, we might start doing some swap ups and throwing in 2 streams on Sunday, including a Gunpla Hangar on Sunday.
Oh.
Start doing Gunpla Hangar every week on Sundays, as long as my Sunday days aren't like
Crazy.
super busy. Yeah. The only problem with that is I don't want to burn myself out. You know.
No, that's the other thing too. You don't want to be on too much.
Yeah. I just gotta kind of figure out a day that would work well. That I could get a build group together. Yeah. Nice light. Yeah, exactly. All right, first runner of the night done, and that's D2, guys. The
Well
D2
done.
runner is one of the smaller runners here. Your secondary runners on this kit are extremely small compared to the primary ones.
Yeah.
And that was easy. That was easy to do.
Aaron, don't jinx yourself.
No. There's no jinxing here. This is actually this kit is super easy.
There's some tricky stuff coming up. I reckon.
Nah, I'm looking at the the mechanics and stuff for the like transformations.
Yeah.
Super simple.
Oh, there you go.
I will give them credit where credit's due. They did a good job on this.
Yeah,
no polycaps. That it's one of the polycapless kits.
Yeah. Which I think is the direction they're going to keep going in the future.
Yeah, they are pushing away from polycaps.
Yeah.
Bandai has realized now that those are not as beneficial as they used to be because all it does is just weaken over time.
Yeah, I should imagine because some of the ones, I don't know, it just seems weird that they hold it all together so well, but
definitely Messiah. That is the truth. Nice, Dre. Nice.
So I guess you could say realistically that these newer HG kits have a more of a solid inner frame without the polycaps. So
yeah, this is it's totally a lot better than what it used to be. That's for sure. Because I've had some kits before that were just the moment that you shook it, everything flew apart. And the nickname for those are hand grenades.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now I got to take this, and this goes in like that and secures that in place. Oh, nice.
Holy
and
hand grenade.
A very
holy hand grenade of Antioch.
All
right, now I've got to grab the. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad. Got it. I had a part fall out of my hand just a second ago.
Oh.
Yeah, like I was sitting here and the part came loose, and when it did, not anything that I'd built, but there we go. Oh, what a beauty.
That looks so beautiful.
That leg is that is a great
Look at
build.
that.
That is the leg right there so far. And
nice.
then once we pop this foot on here.
So does that have 2 knee joints? Like
yeah.
a butterfly kind of.
Yeah. So you got the major bend here, then you got this bend here.
Wow.
To give a full rotational where the knee armor actually stays pretty in place.
So that you can do a U. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. That's cool.
So I got to make sure I think I've got everything on right. Yeah. So we've got that in place. There's our leg. That is an amazing design for a leg too, because here you've got the exposed joints. Kind of weird. I've never seen a suit where there's so much exposure on the knee joint there. It's interesting. It's not weird. It's just different. Then again, I think the Thunderbolt timeline is. I think Thunderbolt itself is considered Universal Century, but in kind of like a very distant future.
I have to learn all about the different timelines and.
Yeah, I know it's like either alternate timeline or it's in that same family of Universal Century.
Because I've brought a lot of what do you call it? Cosmic Era kits.
Yeah, Cosmic Era is going to be 00.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then I've got what else have I got? Oh yeah, Universal Century. Yeah, I do have a few of those actually.
Universal Century is your traditional one. That's Mobile Suit Gundam, like the OG Gundam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great story in and of itself right there. I love that.
Well, do you think we'll get some influx of kits with that new Netflix series that's
Oh,
going
yeah.
to come out?
I've already seen the first iterations of that kit. And
Oh, really?
that suit, let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
That new Netflix series looks like it's going to be insane. Like it's not animation, it's what do you call that?
It's like CGI. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
Yes,
purely
yeah.
computer generated animation,
that
so to
looks
speak.
like that's going to be
Requiem
awesome.
for Vengeance.
Yeah, that.
The suit looks a little different to me. It looks it looks a lot of different for me. But I'm from Gundam Kits Collection, which is a great place to kind of get your eyes on what's coming.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and
see
if we can go ahead and look and see if this website's got everything I need. Yep, there we go. It's got all the model pictures here. So I'm gonna go ahead and share that.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, let's go right there. And then close that. That's an ad. It took me out of that, but let's just go with the images here. So here's what we're getting from that looks like.
Oh, wow.
Those are the two suits right there. I believe we are getting some
That Zaku looks sick though.
Yeah, that
a lot more detail.
That Zaku 2 Solari. Oh my god.
Jesus.
That is a beauty. I hadn't seen that, but that looks chunky. That looks I want that. I actually want
all
that.
of our wallets just cried out for help.
Yeah, suddenly 1,000 wallets just screamed out and then they were silenced.
I bet you that it's one of those kits that you can make some cool variants too. So we're probably going to need more than one.
Yeah.
Well, Michael,
hey,
I actually
Joe, welcome to the stream. How are you? And thank you for that. He said Thunderbolt is an alternate of the UC 1 Year War. Okay, that makes sense. I appreciate that, Joe. That is.
Thank you for that, Joe.
I love whenever I get someone in here that can kind of tell me
stuff.
some things. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm learning, so it's good to
But it looks like you guys really do enjoy the Gundam stuff. So I mean, as I see more and more people watching me do Gundam stuff, it's Noah said that's hot. That is a really good Gundam EX and Zaku 1 Sausori. I'm having a hard time.
Sausari.
I always have a hard time pronouncing like Japanese terms like that. I'm super excited though, because I mean, Requiem for Vengeance has been on my watch. Like, so okay, Amuro and Char don't exist in Thunderbolt. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, because like I haven't got to see a whole lot of the Thunderbolt stuff.
I mean, did they ever exist at all in that new timeline? Or is it just an alternate universe?
It's an alternate universe, basically.
Okay. So it's basically a clean slate.
Yeah, clean slate kind of deal here. All right, so I need this.
I'm good with that.
I find that interesting though, because you do get some interesting takes on stuff like that. All right, I think I got that upside down, maybe. Let me see.
It's the mirror universe in Star Trek all over again.
Pretty much, yeah. All right. Yeah, I've got that upside down. That's why that doesn't look right. It's like, why does that?
You get a Char-like character and he winds up being good.
But Joe, I appreciate all the facts there. I do love it whenever I get like someone with a little more knowledge on the stuff I haven't seen, because I've kind of been into like the design of this suit, and that's why I picked it up. I haven't. I get kits whenever I see something I like. You know, that's kind of the way I've been doing. That's the way I've been doing my Gundam stuff for a long time. And then I end up going back and watching the media that they come from.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the media, like for me, because I've built most of the Witches of Mercury kits.
Yeah.
And now to be actually watching the series, it's like, wow, it's so cool.
And I get that, Joe. I get that. It's definitely an oddball design there, the Requiem for Vengeance suit. In fact, we will add it back to the stage real quick just to kind of give y'all the Gundam EX.
Yeah.
I mean, let me see if I can get a better picture here. It's a kind of zoomed in picture. So there's that's not much better, but anyway, there's the design right there. And as you can see, it doesn't feel, I don't know. I feel like it's missing something there for me. Maybe it's just kind of a different design, but at the same time, I'm interested in trying to get a hold of it. That's Zaku, though. I want to go look at that. There we go. There's kind of a more detailed look at it.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
incredible. What
Well,
what
wait. I'm not.
I need that one.
I just realized I'm not even showing y'all the actual like stuff because it doesn't follow over. But there we go. There's a good view of the Gundam EX from Hobby Zine blog,
Okay.
or Hobby
Ooh.
Hobby Nice. Big Bad Toy Store has it as well as is advertising it as well. But look at the face design on that. That is just so different.
It is very different.
Yeah. Let's get back.
It looks more detailed, like more panel lining and more,
Yeah.
So what was that site called that you were just on?
Let me go back to it real quick. Let me see. I can pull up that tab again.
Huh. Was it Gundam Kits or something? Gundam?
Yeah. Let me get back to it real quick.
Sorry, mate.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. No apologies needed.
I just
Gundam Kits Collection.
Gundam Kits Collection.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yep. I like going on there and looking at some of the news that they have.
Yeah, I'll have a look at this site later.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd flag it, and thank you, sir.
So Joe, I'm an IBO fan, but I'm not a toxic IBO fan. Like, I don't do the whole, Barbatos could beat any. No, Barbatos is I enjoyed the show, but it wasn't one of those things where I'm gonna be like, your opinion doesn't, nah. That's not what that's about.
No, we love Barbados here.
Yeah, I love the suit, but I'm not like toxic enough to say it was better than any other suit out there. To me, it was another Gundam for me, and it wasn't like, I don't think it was a god mode. I loved IBO, but I wasn't like, I'm not super toxic about it. I've seen some of those toxic fans that are like, Barbatos could beat this suit in a battle, and I'm like, you do realize that just because Barbatos was just a wild design, it was a good design. Like, I enjoyed the design of it. But I don't feel like
that's pretty much the same people who say, "Oh, Goku can beat Superman."
I think it would depend on several factors if a suit, who would win what. But so here's the base suit, guys. And I'll lay it down like that with arms up because I got to get in there and fix that. Okay, so I can go ahead and take the last bit of that first D runner here because I know exactly what that's for. If I had like an action, exactly, Joe. I've seen, and I'm part of a few Gundam groups on Facebook, and my God, when it starts to Barbatos would win this fight against against Freedom Gundam and I'm like, guys, just enjoy Gundam.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's where I have to argue with them. Is the nanolaminate armor is nice. It's a nice way to deflect some beam weaponry, but if you keep pounding it with that beam weaponry, it's going to just wear out and eventually just be useless.
Mm-hmm.
Same as like Gundanium and all that. It was, Gundanium and Gundam Wing. Everybody was like, oh, Gundam. The Wing Gundam could win every fight. No, even though it blew up a colony, it's not.
It got banged up pretty well a couple times.
Each one of those suits got tore up. Like the way. The only reason Mikazuki lost that battle was because he was just inexperienced. He pushed himself too hard, and literally the suit was old tech. It was very old tech. All right, Ricardo. Messiah says he wants to see the Megazord in a Gundam form. I would love to do a I want to do a video of me or do like an AI artwork video eventually. Where I tell the AI app I use to create Gundams based on certain designs and see what it comes up with. I would love to do something like that. Exactly. Yeah, it was all just like angsty teenager in that Joe. Angsty teenager was all it was. But I personally loved IBO. The story for me felt a little more. It felt different for once. It didn't feel like it was, oh, I've got space magic and I'm going to, yeah, like I've seen so many times in like the Universal Century stuff. Which don't get me wrong, I love the Universal Century stuff too. I love Gundam in general. I was just happy to see that there was a change. Because I grew up on the first Gundam series I ever watched was Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing was my breakthrough to Gundam in general,
Okay.
So
you knew about the animes way before the kit thing got going.
Yeah, so it was interesting. Over here, we got the kits as soon as the anime really kind of took off. They started bringing the kits over here, and you could buy them at Walmart of all places.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember going into my local Walmart or Kmart and finding Gundam Wing kits. And we would go in. It was always something to go into Walmart and go see what kits they had. And it was always the same ones. It was always, you had Wing, Death Scythe, and these were all no grades at that point. Wing, Death Scythe, Sandrock. Was it Shenron? No, it wasn't Shenlong at that point. It was Wu-Fei's Gundam. I can never remember, but
yeah, I know arms. The one you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of broke me there. That kind of Macross. Yeah, I watched Macross a lot. I watched a lot of Macros. Pat Labor I saw as well. Yeah, that broke my heart there too. That ending was, and we have a running gag here, Joe, that I think you'll like, is that every time we bring up Biscuit, we always discuss Biscuit and how it breaks our heart that Biscuit, died. Dave will say something about Biscuit, and I just go, "Oh, Biscuit, it's too soon." Let's see, Mobile Suit Pat Labor. Yeah, I used to watch all of that on the Messiah. I don't know if you ever watched much of that stuff on the Action Channel when it was out. All right, I gotta look and see how I'm doing this to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, so that goes that way. That goes that way. So this needs to go that way. All right, there we go. Had that backwards, which wouldn't have made a difference. Looks like, because realistically, that should fit like that. But I used to watch. I used to spend like almost all of my weekend nights watching anime on Action Channel, on
cool.
on Encore Action. So you would get like Blue Seed. You'd get Bubblegum Crisis. Oh, I love me some Bubblegum Crisis, man. I would watch that all the time. Yeah, Joe. I'm telling you, that was. You start seeing all the deaths in it, and you're just like, man, come on, leave me at least one character I can like. one character, it got very like I don't know if you've seen it, Joe, but Game of Thrones, very Game of Thronesy, where you would start hoping that this character would live, and all of a sudden they die, and you're just like, well, the first thought in my head was, well, there goes that one. And I was always like, I liked Akihiro. Akihiro was one of mine. Akihiro was one of my favorite characters in that show, and watching him just go out like he did, he got
boss.
He went out like a boss at the end of that. And sorry for those of y'all who haven't seen all of IBO yet.
Spoilers.
Yeah, it's been out for a long time though, so I can't really give you the warning. But oh man, Messiah, I got to get with you then. I gotta send you some info. I got to send you a site you can find it on. I've got a couple of sites I got a couple of places where you can watch them. All right, so this is actually a really cool design. I got to make sure I'm putting the right pieces in place here.
Wow, looks cool.
Yeah, this is the little part of that like this design. Yeah, I can't think of it. I haven't seen this, so I don't know what it's actually called, but I love these little control arm kind of deals here. We have these arms that we have. Joe, I did not, but I have a friend of mine, Mirage, who usually is in here. He's not here tonight, but Mirage
knows everything.
He's seen it. I'm so far behind on the Seed stuff. Like I haven't watched any of Seed. I haven't watched any of 00. I need to go through and watch all that. I've been just trying to catch up with what was available to me at the time. Yeah, it's a small suit compared to like. Here, let me break out the recent Gundam I built last month. The Yokohama kit. There. We'll get him out real quick so y'all can kind of see the size comparison here.
Wow.
So it stands almost about the same height. Make sure I'm leveling that up. No, they're about the same heights. Literally about the same height as the Yokohama kit.
That's all gone now, isn't it? Yokohama?
Yeah, it's all torn down.
I can't believe that. Like a full-size Gundam. Like
yeah.
And now it's sitting in a shed somewhere.
Yeah. Scrapped. But I think Mirage said it best. It literally the cost of upkeep for it was higher than.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, higher than they could afford to maintain.
Well, I've got some big suits to make yet.
Yeah, I've got a few bigger ones I want to start putting together here soon.
Well, I got the I got my hands on a Destroy Gundam. So
nice.
That's massive. That's like 6 normal Gundam boxes, like the size of the box.
Oh my god, that Destroy Gundam is huge. That's on my to-do list.
Yeah, so I got that. I invested in that. So, but yeah. I thought there's no hurry to make it. I'll just keep it in the background for now.
Yeah.
And I brought the Typheus.
I saw that, and you got me jealous,
with
man.
The Gundam piloting like a suit.
With
bigger arms, and so I've got that to build.
I'm gonna try to pick those up here soon myself.
Yeah, well, they're not cheap. They're
not. No, yeah, they're not cheap. They're definitely like later on purchases.
Yeah, the problem here is that they pretty much sell out on release.
Yeah.
So if you don't buy them when they hit the shelves, often you're not going to get them here. So that's kind of sad. But yeah.
Yeah, and Joe said the Crossbone and F91 were a little bit smaller than Atlas and the RX-78. Yeah, I agree with you. I've built the crossbow and I built the F-91, and when I finished building them, I was like, wow, they're about the size of a wing kit, like a wingsuit.
Yeah, that Crossbones was insane.
Yeah, I love that crossbow. That is a beautiful suit, though.
Have you done Have you gone and done like lighting kits and stuff at all, Aaron?
I have
Like,
not. I definitely want to do that with my perfect grade.
yeah, I was gonna say, I've seen
Like
some people.
a
It looks-
unicorn.
Oh man, I would love to get a hold to the lighting kit for Unicorn as well. That is.
There's a lot of
beauty.
companies making them.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
yeah. That's the E runner. I don't need that yet. I need C, which is my yellow. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna finish this kit tonight, so we may go over the 11:30 mark there just a little bit, but
Well, since I'm homesick and it's the middle of the afternoon for me, it's not going to affect my day, and
yeah.
it means that I get to spend more time with you.
Oh yeah. Because normally it takes me a little, normally it takes me about 2 to 3 hours to.
Yeah, I just don't rush through mine anymore. I started and I was like, you're doing these things too quick.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I'll panel line every piece, and I panel line pieces that don't even get seen. Like I don't know why, but
Joe,
it's
that's
just
a kit I don't have. I definitely would like to
Ooh.
pick that one up. The G Savior.
Gee, savior.
I definitely want to pick that up. Oh, there go my dogs.
That's fine. Hey, is there a site that you can literally see all the kits and when they were released and stuff? Or
I'm sure there is. I normally just I normally go through like my usual vendors and just kind of look around and see what they have had in stock. And anything they
I
have.
was just wondering whether there was like someone had made like a master
probably that
list
Gundam kits collection might be
yeah.
your best bet.
Okay.
Oh, we lost Dave there for a second.
Oh, that's not good.
Hey, Dave, you back?
I'm here.
I noticed you got knocked off of the.
Yeah, I was trying to switch to the camera.
Okay.
Because I finished this one.
Nice.
I was trying to see if I can pull up the zoom on here.
Okay. But I'm not too sure there, Joe. I definitely would like to get a hold of that kit though. That's one of my 2 gets eventually. All right, so now I need to put this piece together the same way I just did that one. I do need to clean that up a little bit. There's some undergating on this kit. There. A little undergating up there at the top. Now, one of the things I will say is if you look at my thumb here, you'll see it dries out the longer I work on these things. And I think that's just from the sticker glue and having to press on everything. All right, now I need the E1 runner and E2 runner. I need to cut out this.
Really? Is that a thing? Because I've actually noticed my thumb going a bit weird.
The longer you work on these, they will your thumbs will dry out.
Moisturize.
Oh,
I didn't notice that until I started doing this, and then one day when I was streaming, I looked at my hands afterwards. I was like, God, my thumb took a beating.
Wow, I never knew that was a thing. Wow. Something new about Gunpla I've learned today.
It's the hobby that tests your hands, that's for sure.
Oh, wow.
All right, I'm trying to cut out everything I need here for this because we're going to be moving through. Trying to move through quickly on getting this, not quickly, but quick enough. But let's see. I'm going to look at the channel real quick, see what we got. We are now 63 subs away, guys. 63 subs away from goal of 1,500 by July. Joe, that is a very hard question for me to answer. This is my 151st kit that I've built on YouTube, but I've built more than that, and I've got more in my backlog. I've got a large backlog. I would pick up like a kit or 2 a month, and I've taken a break on buying just because I've got some expenses I'm having to take care of right now. But yeah, it's a pretty good sized backlog. I would say probably close to like maybe 300, 400 kits.
What?
Maybe like 200. Maybe like 200 kits right now total that I have.
So essentially, you could quit your job and just have a full-time build channel.
If I could afford to do it, yeah, that
Yeah,
would
no,
be
you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
yeah, of course.
that would totally be my next phase in my channel evolution there.
Imagine a professional Gunpla builder.
I would love to have the same level as like Mecha Gaikotsu or
Yeah,
another builder like him.
I wonder what he does for a living. Actually,
I would imagine something with like IT work.
yeah, like that's what I was thinking because he does do like his content's well
Yeah,
made, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
But the fact that he worked in Japan for a while, like lived in, because that's how he got into the hobby like big time
yeah.
because he was living in Japan.
I imagine if he was living in Japan. There's one of two things I could think he did. He probably either taught English over there,
Oh yeah,
which almost everybody that goes to Japan,
yeah,
that's a lot of times what they'll do is they'll go over there and teach English.
yeah. They just have to speak English with the
Yeah.
classroom.
I gotta see how this is supposed to go. Okay, that's supposed to go.
Yeah, some of my friends did that from
Yeah.
Australia. They went and lived in Japan and worked at schools so that the kids could practice
Yeah.
their English and talk to them. And yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I would say I've probably done about 150.
that's amazing. That's so cool, Aaron. Well, 150 is just like, whoa.
Joe says he thinks Mecha Gaikotsu is not living in Japan already. I think he's back in. I think he's back in Ireland.
I think he's back in Ireland, but he
Yeah.
was in Japan. He definitely refers to it a lot, and
Yeah. But
he seems to be able to get his hands on everything still from
Oh, yeah.
Japan. So
all right, so I got that built.
he does
Now
a
what do
lot
I
of
need to do
P
next?
Bandai and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's another thing. Like, there's a whole new road you can go down too. Like
Yeah.
you could build the same kit, but it comes out with different variations. Or I like some of the kits that give you you can like build two different models out of the one kit.
Yeah.
They did that with one of the Delanzas from Witches of Mercury.
Yeah.
So I did one version, and like realistically, I kind of look at my collection and go, well, I wouldn't mind doing the other suit as well. so you end up buying two of them. So
And
it's a
B1 Runner
win-win
is
for
clear now.
Yeah, well, it's a win-win for Bandai, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
they end up selling two of them.
And B2 Runner is now officially clear, guys. I have officially cleared 3 runners. I want to say 4 runners. 4 runners.
Have you seen those? You being who you are and in the community,
Yeah.
but the eco kits,
Yeah. The Ecopla.
they are so expensive.
Yeah. And it's just because of I guess the way they're being made. I don't think they quite get that, that's, and I'm not bashing Ecopla, but it's, if you're trying to work on making it, a cleaner build for the environment there.
Well, you can get Grandpa. I can get like the eco, but the Grandpa version.
Yeah.
I can get that for between say 50 and 60 Australian.
Oof.
Which would be around 30 US, I suppose.
That's not super terrible considering the
But
it's still,
there's
I mean,
an aerial. I
yeah.
think there's like a hot pink or hot
Yeah.
green. There's an aerial
Yeah.
version, like a Gundam aerial. $1,300 on AliExpress.
Yeah.
$1,300 for a HG Gundam.
Oh yeah.
Are you serious?
It's a super rare kit. That's probably why.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So like I like the whole concept. I like because you were saying, "Oh, another runner done, another runner done." I
Yeah,
kind of wish I had somewhere where I could take my old runners,
yeah.
and
And see, that's
they
the
could
thing. I don't.
recycle them into other kits.
I
I
don't
like
have
that
that, but I
idea.
actually have a box full of runners, and what I plan on doing is using those for like whenever I do a diorama build eventually.
Yeah.
I want to do I want to do something where it's basically like, where basically I build like a hangar
Oh,
and
that'd be
use
cool.
use those to make the hangar. Okay, I got to get this one. There we go. Yeah, I agree with you. I like Mecha Kaikotsu. However, I do agree with you that he's a little bit. Oh wow, I put that on the wrong thing already. He is a little bit rough with his reviews. Like he is.
Oh yeah.
He does not sugarcoat his displeasure with a suit or with a
No,
kit.
no. Which I think I honestly think that there's people at Bandai that watch his reviews
Yeah,
because I think
I
sometimes you
wouldn't be
see
surprised.
that I reckon there's people there who are like, hey, yeah, he's right. We dropped the ball on that. We'll make sure we don't do it with the next.
yeah.
So maybe he's helping as well as if
Hey,
you know what I mean.
sleeping. How's it going?
Hey,
The man, the
sleeping.
myth, the legend. All right, so we are working on finishing up this suit, guys, and I am so close to being done with it. It's literally just a 1, 2, 3. I've got that, and I've got weapons, and after that, we've got it all done.
I've managed to finish 2 arms, 2 feet, and working on a leg in all
Yeah,
the time you've built that kit. As I said, I'm not trying to break records here.
yeah.
So,
I tend to build quickly though. That's my usual
well,
my usual move.
I'm stopping my build and I'm doing my panel lining and stuff as I go along. So,
See that there's the difference there. I don't panel line. I let them live naturally.
yeah. See, I'm going as far as panel lining,
Yeah,
but I don't really want to go any further than that. If you know what I mean,
yeah. I'm tracking with you.
but it does change the way things look. Like,
Yeah,
I'm even backtracking over some of my earlier builds where I didn't do the panel lining and starting to panel line those,
yeah.
and it changes the look of them pretty quick. So,
And
yeah.
guys, I will be making a. I will try to start make. I will try to start make. Try to start getting back to making shorts of these kits as they're
Yeah, see,
finished.
that's a cool thing. I like that.
Yeah, I was
I,
doing I did TikToks, but TikTok is becoming kind of. I don't foresee TikTok being around much longer in America due to the nature of the beast that is the political world.
I thought they were
Yeah.
going to bring out a TikTok platform, but it was going to be American run.
I think they're working on something.
I think that's what the way they're going to get around it.
Wasn't
Uh,
that Vines?
well, no, Vine was Chinese as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, we've got this thing in Australia where the Australian government's fighting Facebook, and the
really.
Australian government is actually talking about stopping Facebook being a platform in our country,
Oh
Wow,
wow.
that's
which is going to
crazy.
affect. That's a major thing that they're talking about because there's so many people that rely on
Yeah,
Facebook, social groups, all sorts of stuff. So when they've announced that they're talking about this stuff, there's been a lot of backlash on the government, I tell you. But me, who's anti-social media, I couldn't give a stuff if they kick them out. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's
There's
not
no
going to
skin off
affect
your
my.
back. You're
It's
not
not going
affected
to
by it.
affect my day.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I wish
Still,
they'd start focusing on things more important, like we seem to pay an absolute fortune for gas here.
yeah,
Um, I was telling, oh, that's right. I was talking to Kat,
yeah,
and I said to her, I just paid. So we get our fuel. We it gets sold in liters.
yeah.
So I believe there's 3.5 liters in a gallon.
Okay.
I had to
Ooh.
pay $2.52
Oof.
for a liter. So times that by three
I'll have to check those
and a
out, Joe.
half, and that's what you're paying in US dollars.
Oof. Yeah, that.
I was paying $9 something a gallon.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh.
3.78.
Yep. So there you go.
Yeah,
It's
it's almost
absolutely
four. It's almost 4
crazy.
liters, just under 4
Yep.
liters. So yeah.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep.
That is horrible.
So that's one thing here. I mean,
Yeah.
we have higher wages, but it doesn't mean that we
Yeah.
should get charged more for gas. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like,
Agreed. That's insane.
oh yeah, like I was telling Kat, and Kat said to me, you know what? If I was in your country, I wouldn't be able to afford to drive very
Yeah.
often. And
Bike
I was
ride
like, well,
everywhere.
I appreciate the reality of it, because I go through a heap of gas because I drive to the outskirts of my city every day to get to my factory. So,
Yeah.
and I live towards the inner part of the city, so I use the freeway every day, and I'm going through oh, 50, 60 liters of gas a week,
Yeah.
and I'm paying $2.52 for it. So,
Yeah, that's
it's not
bananas.
good. I haven't seen our gas price be under $2 for the premium unleaded fuel, that
Yeah.
is, for over 12 months.
So I got to show you guys this.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. Those are those sleds.
Oh, I'm loving this model. This is awesome.
This is Michael. This is definitely a pickup. This is definitely a pickup. So Jen just showed the price of gas here. It's like $3.30 per gallon right now.
Wow. So there you go.
Jen, you know I did. I looked it up.
Yeah, she was like, Dave looked it up, didn't he?
I'm research boy.
You do a good
Dollar.
job of finding that stuff, though, Dave. I give you credit where credit's due, man. You are good at finding like facts on things that we need. Right, there's that one, and now let's get this one together here.
I've just stopped building and I'm just watching yours.
This is such a beautiful kit too.
It
Like
is.
I'm absolutely in love with this.
Hey, if this is the future of HG, it's looking pretty good, I reckon.
It definitely is. That's for sure. All right, now I got to build the little connectors that go onto the suit that kind of keep it apart. So we need E1, E2, and E3.
That's fantastic.
And I love that the parts are separated to the point that you're not pulling off of like 10 different runners to get the parts you need.
Yeah.
I've had that happen before, and that's never fun.
I was going to say, I'm just trying to think of the kits I've made so far that had so many runners. Oh, the
Yeah.
Sazabi.
Yes, the Sazabi has
Oh.
an amazing amount of runners.
Wow.
Jen said no more like 88 cents per liter is what we pay.
Yeah, I mean, we used to pay that too, but unfortunately that was in the 80s.
Yeah, wow. It's so crazy just how that.
I remember
when
gas
I
was like
started
80.
driving,
Gas was like 89 cents in like the late 80s, early 90s.
yeah, I
Yeah,
was going to say, but when I started driving, it was like 80 cents, 75 cents a litre. Now I'm paying $2.52 a litre.
it's just
Like,
that's
Michael,
insane.
they had gas back then. I thought it was just horse and buggy.
yeah, I know. Well, those newfangled Fords that came out.
We all know Ford stands for fixed repair
I
daily.
know I'm
Come
old,
on.
Dave, but I'm not that old. Come on. Well, actually, I do remember the milkman delivering our milk with a horse and cart still. Because you'd get up and you'd look out on the road and there'd be a few little horsey lumps on the road.
Oh, that reminds me. We got this this one idiot moved into my apartment building.
Yeah.
He's got this dog that is completely untrained.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
And when I mean
Uh-oh.
untrained, like it barks and it lunges at people.
Oh,
great.
that's not good.
Great.
And half the time this guy cannot control, like he's got like one of those like pull string, like one of those
Oh, no,
zip string.
The
Yeah,
choker lead kind
Yeah,
of thing.
but
Yeah.
like he doesn't he keeps it relaxed.
Joe
I
agreed.
was
HG Moon Gundam was one of the best HGs ever made. Guys, if y'all don't have that one, the Moon Gundam is definitely in your to buy list.
I've seen the Moon Gundam. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the one you're referring to. Yeah.
like this guy, like his dog has been, relieving itself all over the lawns.
Yeah.
Oh,
But the
no.
apartment complex, they have very strict rules. Like you have to, obviously your dog does anything, you pick it up, you bag it,
Yeah,
But
exactly.
this guy, I come out the front door, he's on his phone, dog is going wild. He tries to direct his dog in a different direction, hits me with the friggin' leash in the head.
Oof.
What?
Yeah. So I'm like,
Wow.
no.
Doesn't
So
sound like a very
A very
nice
good
neighbor.
Yeah.
No.
oh, I'm waiting for something to happen with I'm just waiting for the dog to like bite at someone. And no, I'm gonna make sure he gets kicked out. Like he doesn't show any concern. Like he doesn't say, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah, Jen just brought up the good point about those retractable
Oh, so he's
leashes.
a New Yorker then.
Yeah.
So he's a typical New York City person then, is he?
Well, not New York City, because where I live is the opposite end of the state.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I mean, he might have moved there from there. If that's probably why he's an asshole.
Well, he also doesn't seem to be the brightest
Straight
bulb
out.
in the box.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like it to me either.
No.
All right, I gotta look and see how this one's supposed to go. So that's going to go there. So that needs to go on. Here, like that. So this is one of the things I have to build here to get that in place, and then yeah, the retractable leashes are the worst thing if you're going to be training a dog.
Oh.
All right, I gotta look and see how. I think I did something wrong on this one, so I'm gonna take that back off real
Agreed,
quick.
Jen. Agreed.
And I got to see how I need to put this on there. So
Yeah, huge no-nos.
I mean, sadly, a lot of places, some places will just let people adopt whatever animals they want, and then other
Yeah, I hate
places,
that.
well, like we adopted, we have 3 cats that we've adopted over the past several years. Okay?
yeah,
They actually they will have you do an application. They'll talk with you to get a feel for your personality, to see if you're a match for the pets or not. That's the way I think it should be.
yeah.
But sadly, a lot of places don't do that, though.
No.
I need to put this here. Like, I feel like that's not accurate. Why is that looking?
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Just what you need, Dave. Having look at the. What is that? Like, does it double as wings? Does it double as a jetpack?
it's actually So basically, he rides on this.
I've
in a
seen
way.
that depicted on the cover, but I didn't know if
I
it
gotta
had
look at
like a
something 'cause I
dual
think I did something
function.
backwards. So that I don't know much about this suit.
It's insane. That suit's insane. Seriously.
Messiah. All right, let me see here. It's I gotta look and see how what I did wrong here, because I feel like I did something's upside down or wrong on this.
That's incredible.
It's a nice kit. There we go. I guess that'll work like that. If I got something wrong, I can fix it later. I just wanted to see. Just tuck it behind it like that for now until I can figure it out. It makes it a little bit heavy.
I'd have to, wouldn't it? It's one of those ones where you'd probably do need a stand for.
Yeah, I probably will have to invest in a good. I've got some stands that I can put with it, but I got to get that lined up on there. The shoulder is getting in the way a little bit for putting this one on. Just do that for now until I probably need to just kick this out a little bit.
This is incredible.
It's a beautiful kit. I think my biggest problem though is like getting everything
I
lined
like
up.
the colors too. The like the
Yeah, that yellow, golden, that yellow, white, and
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
There's the suit with its mechanics so far.
Wow.
And just that is a different. That it gives me like Sandrock vibes with those colors.
Look at that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
There we go. I got those. But yeah, it sits on these, and that's its flight mode. It also has a submarine mode too.
Hey, have you got one of those upside down, or it just sits lower there or something?
Oh, let me make sure. Thank you for saying something. No, it's just the way it's sitting right now.
Oh yeah, it's just the way it's sitting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought that for a minute when I looked at it, I thought the right side was upside. Yeah. No, that's all right. I see it now.
I need to check that out there, Messiah. It's not red. Yeah, Jen said the thing she likes about it's not red, blue, yellow, or white, like all the other Gundams.
Oh, you don't like primary colors, Jen?
Well, so almost every Gundam, if you ever look at it, Dave,
Yeah.
is that just standard
Grandpa colors.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah,
the first
and I
thing
was
we're
going
going to
to
do is
say there's a lot of red suits as well.
Yeah.
Too. A lot of red suits.
Yeah, a lot of reds, and there's these 17. These E1 16 and 17. Need to put those together. I gotta get these little hand pieces over here so I don't knock them off the table. We are so close to getting this done, y'all.
Yes, it's fine. I've just like virtually stopped building because I'm in amazement with yours.
It's a beautiful kit. Like I really like this. The design on this is very good.
He's in love with it.
C215. Where's 15? Oh, we got C215. There we go. I need one of these. We're building the it looks almost like a beam rifle kind of deal. And
cool.
We've already cleaned up that one. We've only got 5 runners left to build with. 15, 2, and C115. And I'm looking to see, and then I got to put I got one more part to do on that as well. Huh, okay. I need this C11. Get that out of there. And Messiah said that's a pretty cool Lego kit there, Dave.
Thanks, Messiah.
Dave, what have you got planned for this week for us?
A lot.
Dave's got his big week this week.
Yeah, this is his big week.
Well, Tuesday I start on my Tuesday night talks on my channel at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Nice.
We have last week we had Dre on there, but this week we have David's Life. He actually has 2 channels.
Yeah,
David's Life and Gamer for Life, and actually he's from my area.
Nice.
We found out earlier today. He has a connection to the stream later this week on Saturday.
Yeah,
he's actually a 2-time cancer survivor.
Man, that is.
He's a local YouTuber in my area. Didn't know that, and he's going to come on, and we're going to try and just have a good probably an hour, 2-hour hangout session. Talking about his channels, what's brought him to YouTube, life in general, and see if we can help him grow a little bit.
Yeah,
and then Saturday is the big stream for the cure. 10-hour stream, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. I might go longer depending on how things are going.
Yeah,
we have about, I think, 6 or 7 mystery boxes we're giving out. If anyone has an interest in it, it's just a $10 donation, and the way you do that is you can go to my channel, go on any of my recent videos and streams. You'll find a link to Ride for Roswell. Just click the link, make the donation at the Roswell's website. Take a screen capture of it, screenshot with your phone or whatever, and message that to me either on Instagram at Dave's_Dimension or email me. All the information is on the contacts on my site, on my channel, that is.
Yeah.
$10 donation gets you in on all the prize wheels.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So if you want, you want to donate $20, well, your name gets on the wheels twice then. So it doubles your chances. For every $10 you donate, it just gets you another occurrence on the wheels. It's elimination style, and it's also going to be an open stream. So if anyone out there has a channel, an Etsy store, anything that you want to promote, Comic-Con appearances, whatever, come onto the channel, and it's going to be an open stream hangout.
As much as I would love to be there, Dave,
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, because it's Jen's family,
No.
but we will be pretty.
I mean, it's
busy
only
that day.
Jen's family. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, we'll be pretty tied up with them. But I will try to stop. I will try to stop in when I can. Just
you're
kind of
good.
pop in and say hey. And
No, I understand. Life is busy.
If you
I
will,
mean,
at some point, send me the link for the donation site so I can send a little something.
I'll send it. Yeah, it's honestly this year I know it's been tough for a lot of people.
Yeah.
In previous years we've raised
quite
a lot. This year it's not so much, but still it's more. It's still more money than Roswell would not have.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still every dollar, every nickel, every time. Anything that we take in that helps. Cancer survivors. It helps treatments. Yeah. I have a cousin that's going through this right now, stage 4.
Yeah.
So they make a real difference there. So
they do. That is definitely a difference maker there, especially for someone like your cousin who needs it.
Yeah, no, good on you, Dave. I'm a cancer survivor myself, so there you go.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't imagine what it would be like to go through that.
Yeah,
but like when I found out during an earlier stream, David went through twice. Once as a baby.
Yeah. Oh man, that's hard
to come through that as a baby and then go through it again as an adult.
Yeah.
And then his own father is a cancer survivor.
Yeah.
And he's still around. So I'm like, this, I'm like, wow, this is
it hit. I
mean,
mean,
it's a little serendipitous that it happens to be the week of the stream. So
yeah.
But so we got that going on Tuesday. So if anyone out there wants to, if you have a channel you want to promote, Tuesday nights I'm holding anyone can basically just message me. We'll set up a day for people to come on to promote their channels, send me their links and their logo. We'll make sure everything is advertised, and it's your time. It's your time to talk about your channels, your content, anything. So
I would definitely like to join you on that one night, Dave.
Yeah. Well, like the week after, we have a younger person who has focuses on Power Ranger podcasts.
Okay, nice.
He has some scheduling conflicts, so we're going to do it at 7:00 instead of 8 or 9.
Okay.
So I am also opening the floor that if people's schedules are so busy, we can always pre-record it on a day that works for them, and then just air it on the following Tuesday. So I'm flexible.
Yeah, just get with me sometime and we'll play something out.
Yeah, I'm at the point where, as far as the watch hour arguments, I'm at the point where I just want to help people grow.
Yeah.
And if it happens for me, it happens for me. If not, at least this way I can kind of spread the word and get others out there,
Yeah. The watch hour thing is so weird. Like I hit it pretty easily, after like months of struggling with it and just trying to find what worked, but it's one of those things that, like, when you finally hit it, it's a whole different like ball game,
Yeah. And I get part of it is like, for the longest time I was trying to plow doing video after video. Like some weeks I was dropping 3 or 4 videos a week. And I get, in the long run, I was messing myself up doing that.
It can do that. It can
burning out, but also it's like, well, now a year later I'm not putting out as much content because I had a lot of other things going on in life, and now I'm paying for it. So just trying to find a balance and just stick with I like doing this. I like the live streams. I like hanging out with people, talking with people, and hey, if I can help them grow, then great.
And Dave, that's the thing. Do what you love. Do what works for you, man. Don't sit there and worry about the numbers, because like you tell me all the time, quit worrying about those numbers. The subs thing,
agree.
the subs thing has
Yeah.
always been my biggest thing. Like I can't seem to get anybody to come see the channel, and it frustrates me sometimes. But at the same time, I'm just like, it'll happen, Eventually, something will pop up in place, Everything will come together, and I'll hit that growth spurt. I mean, like, look at now.
Yeah.
Tonight was one of those nights where we popped off a little bit, and I was happy to see some new faces pop in, especially people that know the Gundam community.
There you go. Well, like with me, I mean, I'm still doing my regular stuff, but now with the 3D printer, I mean, I'm printing parts to do upgrades on my packs. So
Yeah,
I'm kind of getting back to this channel was originally me doing Ghostbuster stuff and doing some props. So it's going to be,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back into that building,
Yeah.
That's cool.
And if people watch it, they watch it. If
Yeah.
not, I'm still putting it out there.
And by the way, guys, I got to show you these rifles here. So that's what you get, 2 of those in this kit.
Wow.
Just a beauty of a rifle. And now we've got to figure out.
I think Aaron needs a full size one.
I would love a life size suit.
No, I mean the rifles.
Oh, I would. Well, I mean, a life size rifle would be bigger than me.
They have Helldiver pistols and handgun files, right?
I do know that. I actually want to do a Helldiver costume at some point. I haven't played it in a while, and I feel guilty about that. But at the same time, I'm just, because I know there's a lot of y'all in the community that love playing with me on there. But right now, I'm very interested in Sea of Thieves. Like, I might go with Sea of Thieves for a few more, for at least a month, if not longer, just to kind of play along with it, and then go back to Helldivers or
see how many more people you can kill on the open seas.
Yeah, and not just my teammates, but let's get this cleaned up. We do get 2 beam saber beams to play around with, and again, they're just your standard beam saber beams.
The pink sabers.
The pink sabers, which is notorious with the Universal Century. But again, this is the Thunderbolt timeline, so again, a different timeline.
I was thinking with that color scheme, if it was like a gold or a yellow color, that would be cool.
Yeah, I got to see how this goes on, because we get this, and then I have to put these in place, and they give me 3. They give me 4 of these. It looks like I'm only going to need 3. And this is this is the shield apparently for it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a crazy
size of that. Yeah, I know.
I know.
Oh no! Sorry,
Dave.
I just can't resist it.
I know. Once it hits, there we go. I see what I got to do there. Get that in place there. That is in place here, I believe. Yep, that's in place. That's not going anywhere. And then we got 1 more of these right here. They give me 4. They give me 4 of them, so obviously it's for if one of them breaks. But what you do is you then take this piece here. I don't know what. Okay, now I know what this piece is for. This piece goes on the arm, and that's kind of like our shield. This is our shield here. So what you do is you take the left hand of the suit. So this hand over here is what you're going to use. You just pop that free, and that's in there real tight. So you got to be very not gentle. You don't have to be super gentle with it, but you can take the hand apart here, and you have it hold the shield. I think I've got this. Yeah, I've got this right. You have it hold it up here. There's a sweet spot for it right there. And then that's going to be the fun part, is trying to grab that spot that works. I got to make sure I've got to make sure it's holding it right too. Okay, so this is going to be kind of tough. But it does come with this shield here, which is just a massive, beefy shield.
Wow. And
then you turn the arm like that. Put the hand in place to hold it. If I can get the hand to go back in place.
Is that like the equivalent to a riot shield for a Gundam?
Almost.
See, a design of a shield like that, I'm wondering if like because I haven't seen the series for this.
Yeah, I haven't either.
But, like-
I know that there's like a manga out for it. But
Okay.
there,
Oh, okay.
that's the design. That's the complete suit right there.
Wow.
I've got this hand here that holds this other rifle. You take that off, and you can actually slide this into the wrist here.
Okay, cool.
If you wanted to take the rifle out, you'd take this rifle apart and then put like, say you wanted it to hold this rifle here. You can have it hold it versus like taking the entire wrist off. Which, I mean, either way, it's going to work. But this connects onto the bottom of the wrist here. I got to find where there. I guess. Nope. Yep, right about here is where it connects. And then you just kind of slide that forward, push that down like, wait.
I'm such a nerd. Seeing that big gun, I'm thinking about like, oh, there must be a massive power drain on the suit itself.
It's probably like a one and done shot, to be honest. Kind of like the beam rifles on a Gundam Wing. You get like maybe 2 or 3 shots on it, and after
that's what I'm thinking. Like it drains power.
Yeah. All right, I want to see how that goes in without like breaking the kit. Looking to see if there's anywhere it needs to kind of plug in. Maybe have it hold it in it. I don't know. Because with the way they show it going on there is basically you take the wrist out. There we go. Oh, nope. I feel like that wrist needs to be in there, but at the same time, it's not really doing anything to hold it. Yeah, that's not holding it. And that just knocked it apart. It's
Fun.
Yeah, I gotta look and see how that goes. But yeah, you get this weapon here as well, and it's a really cool design on the weapon. I just got to learn how to utilize it, especially in the build.
You get I like how some of these newer suits also seem to have more ability to store the weapons on the actual suit.
Yeah,
Storage, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that's cool. Like,
yeah, that's become kind of a big thing now. Is like having the storage space.
Yeah.
Let me see. How is that supposed to go on there? So the wrist comes off. Okay. Yep. I have to leave that wrist on there. I was messing up and looking at the instructions, and I didn't quite see the other hand in there, which makes sense. It makes total sense as to how that's supposed to work. But then you just kind of slide all this into place. This piece here goes on the bottom to kind of hold it there. And then when you pop that wrist in, boom, you've got the actual long weapon there. Mirage, what's up? So there's the suit, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll bring that a little closer so y'all can see it just in its entirety. Done.
That is awesome.
That took me all of about 3 hours, almost 4 hours to build. Yeah, we were wondering where you were. We are surrounded by coyotes outside. Wonderful. Mirage, how's it going? You fell asleep? That's all good, man. Sleep's better than being on here, brother. But we appreciate you popping in tonight.
Hey, at least if you were asleep, you weren't being attacked by monkeys.
Yeah. But this is a really good designed kit, guys, and it has some transformation gimmicks as well, which makes it even cooler. I will show you pictures of that because I, for one, do not feel like fighting that with it being already 11:48, so I'm like 18 minutes over.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
You know, it took us about 4 hours to build that, which is really cool. So you were asking about those how those sleds work there. There they are.
Wow.
Nice.
So you just flip them over, and then you do some extra flipping. There's no parts movements that you have to do, but you can actually take that sled shield that you see there, connect it to the two over here, connect it to these two here, and lay the suit down on it, and that's submarine mode. So it has, and here's actually some colored detail pictures there to show you where all those decals are going to go. Here, I'll have to lay it kind of like that right there, but you can see submarine mode over here.
Oh wow!
And there's the flight mode right there. It does have a beam. It does come with beam sabers. It does come with a bunch of marking stickers. I'll show you the marking sticker sheet. So that way, if you wanted to add the detailed stickers, I might add those ESFs on there and maybe the logo there. But that's the detail stickers there you get as well.
Yikes.
But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the build, guys. We have completed another Gundam, which is going behind me. That is the Atlas Gundam. Again, a beefy kit, guys. A really beefy kit. Comes with several different weapons to choose from. The box art on this was probably one of my favorite box arts, just because of that design there. We're going to close that up so y'all can kind of see that a little bit. And we have Atlas done. Past week was tiring.
Atlas, gun of the sea.
But
Gundam of the sea. There you go.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for tonight's stream. If you've enjoyed tonight's stream, smash that like button, guys. We hit 24 likes tonight, so thank you so much to all of you who did that. I'm leaning back because I can now do that with this office chair that I've got, even though it's peeling everywhere. I've got a ton of sweeping to do after this. But guys, big things coming for the channel this week. We are playing some Sea of Thieves tomorrow night, guys, where I'll be a pirate. Guys, I can do this now on stream, and it looks pretty sick. I can lean back and stretch. I feel like a boss now.
Keep it casual.
Yep, keep it casual. But another thing we'll be working on this week, guys, is some more Baldur's Gate 3. We've got 3 new videos coming out this week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Guys, but thank you so much to everybody here who tuned in tonight. I want to thank Michael Reed for coming in tonight and building with us. Michael, as always, you are always welcome in the hangar, brother. Whether you're coming in at the beginning, or coming in or going in later at night.
Oh, thank you.
You're always welcome to jump in and hang out with us. Dave, thank you, sir. As always, a great member of this community who has some amazing things planned and is taking care of not only this community, but the communities of cancer survivors and everybody out there by being just one of the best YouTubers out there, guys. Thank you so much, Dave, for all you do. You really deserve it all, brother.
Oh, thank you.
But ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that's going to be it for tonight's stream. Like I said, if you enjoyed it, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel and haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. To all of my Twitch viewers out there that watch tonight, thank you so much for jumping in and hanging out and subscribing to that as well. This was a great opportunity for me to test this. I enjoyed it. You guys are awesome. If you want to follow me and find out more of my stuff, I stream on YouTube, guys. So come over there and hang out with me. I'll be streaming on YouTube most of the time. We might pop on Twitch a couple of times here and there. So thank you so much to all of you for giving me the chance to test this out. If you are new to the channel over on YouTube and haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of tonight's stream. If you would like to support the channel, there are several ways to do so. One, go snag you some KBG merch. In the description below, there is a link tree that'll take you to my merch shop as well as my socials where you can come hang out with me, guys. Another way you can support the channel if you would like to and you're subscribed to the channel, go and become a czar like these amazing people right here. Pay $2.99 a month, guys. And you get some awesome things like getting your name at the end of every video and stream, getting entered into giveaways automatically. You get some awesome emotes to play with. And, guys, you get to see all of my videos the day they are uploaded. So thank you so much for that. By the way, I'm whitewashed because I put in new light bulbs today. So we're going to I'm going to have to balance that. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight's stream. I want to thank you so much for watching. Be safe. Be amazing. Much love to you all. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 8. Good night, everybody.
This stream has officially ended. Thank you for watching, comrades. Commencing end stream protocol. Enjoy your night.